All right. Hello, friends, and welcome. I'm Jeff. This is the D-Pad. It is Sunday night, and Sundays are for multiplayers, as they say. That wasn't as smooth as I had expected it to sound. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Once again, I am joined by the crew. What's up, crew?
That's
Hello.
a classic phrase.
Yellow.
Know it.
I was gonna say that sounded
Well.
better in your head, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it super sounded better in my head.
And it's like your brain and mouth realized it halfway out, and you were just like, I don't know how to finish this.
The thought sounded cool, but I'm like, I'll figure out which words to use by the time I say it. And I was like, oh, I'm already saying it. This is bad.
Yeah, I got an idea to how to start. I'll figure it out as I go.
The
Narrator, he didn't.
F it. We'll do it live.
Fuck
You
it, we'll
did
do it
not.
live indeed.
Woo, 26 months.
Hell yeah! Thanks,
Oh,
Matt.
What is this? I at the beginning just forgot to renew it 1 month, so I'm on a 25-month streak.
Right, like your very second month or something, it didn't review for some reason. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for being here. I assume we'll have a smaller chat as in America here on the date of this stream. It is Easter. And many
And Passover.
Oh, it's true,
It's
yeah.
like it's Easter and
And Ramadan.
Passover and
And
Catholicism.
Oh,
is
really?
Like,
A lot of things.
It's
Yeah.
also Ramadan.
All right, so it's a busy
huh,
weekend.
Go figure.
And so many of us ran home from familial gatherings and Easter dinners and stuff to be ready for this evening. But I'm about ready to get into some more Neverwinter Nights 2.
Welcome reprieve.
Or
I
enhanced.
have been we're about to fight so many Evil Dead things, and I'm just, I've been so excited.
Skeletons
Not
and
allowed to use
zombies.
Smite.
You mean some
What?
Neverwinter Nights
Turn.
I only
Again?
have one use in Arrest.
and also?
Neverwinter Nights also.
Because Neverwinter Nights 2 is a different game.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. I always think this
we
is
could also
2.
play it. It's pretty fun.
That one's 2 Neverwinter Nights for me.
And then they tried to make an MMO.
Really? Oh,
just
yeah,
called
wait.
Neverwinter.
I've
was
heard of
fun
that.
For a bit, but
I thought that
For a
was
bit.
the game. Like that started the franchise.
That was
No.
Neverwinter Nights, etc.
Yeah, that Neverwinter Nights followed Neverwinter.
Nah.
Well, anyway, for anybody who wasn't here last time, or for the benefit of the YouTube audience, last time we pretty much finished up Chapter 1. We
Last
had,
time.
God damn it,
I was about to say, Peter, which time?
yeah, we
The
had
time before this.
we had gathered all of the water Davian creatures, did the ritual, but lo and behold, the big bad guy or not big bad guy, the obvious
Big bad douche.
betrayer betrayed us, surprisingly, along with
betray you.
lady's concubine guy, the sex
only
idiot, betrayed us and fucked up the ritual and went through a portal, and we were told to run through the portal, so we did. And now we've ended up in a random place that we don't really know, and there's zombies and skeletons.
And it's a little miner trying to sell us shit.
Oh, yes, yeah, and
Yeah.
here's Johnny.
Minor with no.
Here's
Yeah,
Johnny,
Minor with no.
one of Lindsay's basement children. You can see Johnny's having a great time in the basement.
He's got a really adult voice though.
He does. It's the weirdest thing. His picture looks like he's 3, and then he's like, "Hi there.
Johnny.
Get out of here! I got kids to feed.
I've been in
and
this
then
basement a long time."
There are 2 NPCs you can talk to over here, Joe.
Oh, really? In the back section?
In the cells, yeah.
I feel like what happened last time is that there was this important auction event at a house, and the pool
Other
boy
side.
opened the back door for some rando, and he stole everything.
Other side of this room.
Oh, okay.
Because he was her little fuck toy.
I mean, basically, everybody
They talk
in
about it a lot.
yes, it was like not just mentioned
Very
offhandedly.
explicit
Like
about it.
every
My
third
mother.
person was like, "This fucking sex idiot guy that she's hanging around with. I don't know. He seems harmless, but like, why is she chilling with him?" Lo and behold,
Literally, the end of the tutorial is like, "Hi, I fucked the lady who's in charge," and the dude's like, "Yeah, he fucks the lady who's in charge."
What do you do? I studied magic for 70 years. What do you do? I'm the highest ranking priest in the priesthood. What do you do? I bang her.
her. What do you do? Her.
Oh, this seems like a pretty standard company and or government. Well, moving on.
Yep. So I don't know who Dumal is, but
Yeah, there's 2 NPCs I just know. So there's Dumal, and then there's Narek, the Yari the Knife over here.
Okay.
My God, where did everybody go?
Why isn't he Mac the Knife?
So far, Dumal has not
That's two
attacked
on the
me.
nose.
That's
You guys
nice.
take the stairs up, or no?
What?
You're all the way over there.
I
Never mind.
gotta
Never mind. I'm good. We're good. No,
I
no,
gotta
no.
You
turn
said it's
game
good to see
audio
a
up.
face of reason.
There we go. Who are you? How did you get here?
I just misplaced the party. That's all.
The hold was my home until it was infiltrated. A third of our number were spies, betrayers. It was terrible. They killed most of us, but we weren't even their target. It was just to support an attack elsewhere. A day ago, Dester returned and seemed to have a new plan. Was Dester the sex idiot?
Yep.
No, Dester
Yes.
Dester was
Oh.
the asshole who the sex idiot trusted.
Correct.
You
And
meet both of them at the end of the tutorial.
he was like, I definitely need to be present in the ritual for no
Yeah.
reason.
Everyone said he's not allowed, he's not allowed, he's not allowed, and Fuckboy was like, no, it's okay, I'm gonna let him in.
And that
He's
went pretty
cool.
much how we expected it to. All right, what have you heard? What happened here? Oh, screams mostly is what he's heard, which makes
Same.
sense. I think something has gone wrong for these cult invaders. I think their agents in Neverwinter are being abandoned. Dester led them, but he's no longer needed for some reason. Next thing you know, he's raising undead all over. It's disgusting. Okay, looks like he's trying to gather power for himself, but I doubt this old one cult will be impressed. Whether he's one of these people of the eye or not, they seem done with him. Okay, so now we have a name for these
Through
motherfuckers.
the
Guy
also
throws air quotes around like it's candy.
through the magic of the quest log, it does sum it up quite well. Disaster! The ritual to complete the cure for the Wailing Death has worked as planned, but Dester has proven to be a traitor and has stolen the results. He has fled through a magical portal while his false helmets attacked, and Fenthic has followed.
Ah, that was it.
And then-
The false Helmites. He had a whole
yes.
bunch of fake religious people.
And then once we went through the portal, a strange woman has delivered an unsettling message outside of Helm's Hold.
Ah,
She
yes.
claimed that Dester had served his purpose and was no longer needed. He now struggles to fortify in the hold, hoping to raise enough undead to protect himself. The woman claimed that he would serve as a lesson that your fate cannot be avoided, and that Neverwinter should learn from this. Then she was gone.
Yes, and she was the one who we thought seemed like an avatar of a god, or
That
at
was,
least
uh,
some kind of spooky something.
Our esteemed Carnea Map Whispers.
Oh yeah, shared the knowledge.
He felt he was feeling that
They just vibed.
Yeah, he was vibing.
I'm catching that god vibe. Let's see. They're all mad men.
I like this world, old one.
Hmm.
Or people of the eye.
I'd say this.
Yeah, it's something rather scary to behold when you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dumal doesn't really know much more about them.
That's surprising.
Is that everything?
It's like it was a heist, and like every person who completes their job knows that they're now expendable and has to get offed.
Oh, Dumal, I'd come with you, but I wouldn't be any help. I'm too weak.
Pete, did you get the same dialogue on this iron portcullis that I did?
I didn't talk to it, but
Oh,
I saw
okay.
it pop up for you that it
Yeah.
would. Yeah, I didn't want to
I haven't
Yeah,
clicked on
I
anything yet.
imagine we're gonna make that call after talking to Yari the Knife.
What does it say?
So I could either open it, smash the lock, and seal it permanently, or walk away.
Oh, okay.
So I can.
Yari first.
Yeah, I would talk to her. Before, I'm currently talking to the door, but why don't you talk to Yari?
Okay, yeah, if you want to open the door. Actually, I'm going to back up a little
Do you
bit
have
just
to
in
open?
case.
Wait, oh, you can't talk to her through the bars?
Oh, maybe I can. I can.
Yeah.
All right, Yari the Knife. I would have thought that killing the Helmites of this place once would be enough, but no. Next thing you know, they're raising up all over. Lucky thing I trapped myself in here. Yeah, lucky, damn it. That's hilarious. You're one of Dester's men, not a trapped Helmite? Dester's men? Dester's a tool like everyone else, like you. Some of us are just happy to serve. His time is done. He should have accepted the glorious role he was given. He only delays the inevitable. You will pay as well. And Neverwinter. The past comes to haunt, and you will be the dead one soon enough.
He's trying real hard.
I
to
vote
get locked
lock.
in here. Yeah, he's trying real hard to get locked in here permanently.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make him tell me where Dester is. No more truth for you. No more. You'll learn what you need as you are fed through it. Ha ha.
Yeah, Teddy.
No,
It's a
wait,
real
wait.
shame that your hand slipped and jammed
No,
that
no,
lock.
no, wait. I think the choice really is: do we lock him in here forever, or do we just fucking kill him?
You can't. We'd have to open the door, and the way this game always fucking works is they teleport or they'd sprint for the exit.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, okay. I trust their previous.
I can throw a
experience.
fireball through the door.
You're gonna quick save, and I'm gonna fucking.
Everybody back up.
Horse. I would like my.
Leave it. I'm gonna hide. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So he does not have anything else constructive to say.
Hit him with that fire.
You might want to back up yourself.
I'm going to back up a little bit more. I just have to keep
Fire.
line of sight. Come here, chat. You're gonna need to get out the way.
Fireballs are very big.
Move, chat. Get out the way. Get out the way, chat. Get out the way.
What?
Uninjured.
What?
Is blue.
Immune.
God
Plot
damn it.
device.
Well, do you want to try to open? I mean, I don't. We're not trying to save scum.
Now we can get the moral points and lock him in.
Yeah, just fucking.
We'll
Thanks.
probably get XP. This game's pretty good about rewarding good decisions.
I think you had making the or just making the choice and all.
Forever? Sealed forever? It changes nothing! Nothing! You'll pay. All of Neverwinter will pay.
That's the voice I heard in my head when I was
You
reading him
won't
earlier.
be around to see it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for putting yourself in jail, by the way, idiot.
That was easy.
P.S.
Too
You probably
easy.
shouldn't tell someone
Ooh.
with the ability to let you out of jail or lock you in
Thanks, Pete.
forever that you hate them and you're gonna fucking kill them.
And then we're about to be worm food.
As
Yeah.
soon as you let me out of here, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the mouth. Yeah.
Oh, where'd that
Sorry,
key go?
my mom's calling me. I have to go home.
I
Take
just
the dog
I
out.
just realized I don't have the key for this you know, here
It's
lock.
where you just like back up 3 steps, drop it down to grading. You're like, oh, Butterfingers.
Mhm.
Hey,
I left the basement. Oh, I left it on. I have to.
so we got a farmhouse to the east.
So the farmhouse was where we first came in at that little
Wait,
dock.
Isn't this where we came? Yeah, this is where we entered this place. Oh, because we were trying to find another way in. Maybe
We got to see. We didn't go to the
Was-
east side of the map to see at the east of the
Was there nowhere
farmhouse.
further to go in that area?
There
d-
was. There were
was.
stairs up.
Yes.
Oh, that's probably to get in back
Okay, yeah,
behind.
we've definitely been here.
I thought we did.
Yeah, we went in homie's house. Oh, okay. So my map wasn't fully revealed, but this over here is just the edge of the world.
There's only 2 connections. There's Helm's Hold to the north, and then there was the cave entrance to the west.
Yeah, I think we wanted to sneak in the back this way.
I would assume that is true.
Well, yeah, because the door is open to Helm's Hold, but it might be, you know, wiser or more
Why
interesting.
take the front door? Why take the front door?
Yeah. Yep. Good reasoning enough for me.
I think the stairs up is what we needed to go to, not the cave entrance.
I think you're right. I just ran out here because I couldn't remember if there was anything we hadn't done, but no. Spooky lady's gone. The door's open, but we're gonna do the
spooky lady.
sneaky move.
Going in the back way, Dave. I don't know how many of you have actually seen this. The Gordon Ramsay mashup where it makes it sound like he's talking about sex, and they go right up the butts when
Yeah,
he's
the
putting stuff
retouch.
in the chicken. The chicken.
You fucking donkey! The chicken goes in the butt. The stairs up are not in the back room. It's
Yep, I just realized.
okay, yeah. All right, we got almost both of our
You'll-
meat shields.
You'll hear me coming, because I have a clippity-cloppity horse behind me.
So weird. The horse inside.
He's a house horse.
Clap, clap, clap.
All right,
His house broken.
meat
Broken
shields.
many things in a house.
Feel free to open door.
I mean, I guess I count.
Okay. No issues so far.
Nothing attacking off the bat.
That's good.
Good enough for me.
I'm gonna stop and wait for Sir Hiepe to.
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
Oh.
Oh, yep.
Detect.
This is in fact Helm's Hold.
I'm gonna send the bard and the rogue ahead, and I'll
It's
follow. behind.
very red. It's very...
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I'm about
skybox for this one is red.
I'm about to turn so many undead and
kinda
smite
cool.
one evil
That is
per
really
rest.
cool. Ooh, no. See, that's the weird thing is because anytime you can see like through the wall into like the nether space, sometimes it's red and it's the same red That is, there's a trap here.
Hold.
Oh,
Holding. Yes,
Right around this corner into the next bedroom, there's enemies.
I see.
okay.
Did we check this bedroom?
I walked in, I didn't see a trap. I didn't check the chest yet.
It's unlocked. Go
I'm
nuts.
glad I never played 3.5. Being level 6 and only having one Smite Evil per rest is like...
My dude, in 3.5, you had to declare your smites before you attacked. You could miss them.
Yup.
Yep.
Man,
Yup.
I'm so glad you switched to 5 pretty early on.
Let the earth take you.
Will
Oh,
not have 3-5 besmirched.
oh. For a second, I thought that false Hellmite wasn't attacking you. I was like, why? I don't. Shouldn't they be trying to go nuts on you?
Oh wait, these aren't dead. These aren't dead.
No, these are the actual like
No, they are.
cultists. You could probably make their
Darn.
bodies turn around. Oh,
Don't see
tab.
any loot in this room.
I always forget that tab is the button to show like interactable things.
Detect mode.
Where'd my whore? There he is.
Oh, 5 bolts in the armoire. That's worth it for me.
What is in here? Is this door even openable? Yeah.
Probably.
Do you want to check it for trippy traps?
It's probably not trapped. It might be locked. I want to just check up to the end of this thing. Dave, can I get you up here?
There's just 2 of them in here. We should be fine.
Oh, that was in that room. Okay.
You are so gonna feel
Back to wherever.
I heard shouting as I stepped forward and thought I just aggroed a whole room.
Triggered a
I
pack.
just watched Pete and Jeff just skewer this person with crossbows from 2 angles.
Oh yeah.
Dave?
There's nothing to loot in any of their chest of drawers.
Oh, did we lose a Dave?
Oh.
Oh,
Bonded in
left
chat
as
and
a
it says
player.
has left as a player.
yeah. I wonder if he
I think we're about to get him out of disconnect from Discord as well, most likely.
Yeah, I wonder if his computer blue screened or he had a internety hiccup.
Oh no, yeah, he's been having that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just blue
Yeah.
screen. Fucking fuck. At least there's the quick save, so my character should be good.
Yes.
I think Jenny's computer is gonna become Dave's emergency computer.
Oh yeah. The he's gonna swap in the like non-buggy motherboard. So.
He can also always bump his, like, if it were to be a serious enough deficit.
Oh yeah. I mean that's the nice thing is that we can console command stuff to make it fair.
Just like you're the real DM.
Rule 0, baby.
DM has all console commands. Not wrong.
It's fine. I get to actually.
The items also too.
Eh.
Can I go
It's
back
just like
far
I
enough?
have the bag of holding now. I can put some things in there.
Yeah, well, that's why we all have them, so we can just sort of aggregate it at the end.
I'm real sad that my first targeted fireball on what seemed to be a powerful enemy just like bounced off of him.
Washed off of him, yeah.
Big shenanigans.
Hey.
Huh.
That sounds like your heel sounds like the login noise for something from my youth. But I don't
Careful.
know.
Okay, phew. Carnium, you were running backwards into a room we hadn't been into yet, and I'm just like, this might be a mistake.
Moonwalking.
It's always hard to tell if it's an intentional walk backwards or if the character model is backwards for some reason.
It's
Yeah,
the
hasn't
same.
updated
There's
the-
much.
The look
ahead.
direction for me.
Mm-hmm.
For you.
You're actually there's more behind. Like your butt, yeah, it can take a lot of. That doesn't have anything really important in it. It's just muscle.
You may as well go ass first into a room in case it gets filled
That's
with
what
arrows.
wombats do. Wombats have butts of steel, literally.
It's pretty funny.
He's not wrong, can't confirm.
Yeah, they burrow with just their butt out because it's like hard. They don't have as many nerves down there, and it's so thick. It's not been observed, but it's
Like
believed.
7 or 8 C's.
It's believed that when creatures stick their head into their hole to try to eat them, they crush their skull against the side of their little burrow with their butts of steel.
That's fucking metal as shit.
You're not trapped in
the-
here. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Exactly. It's a prevalent theory, but it's never
Oh,
been
he
observed.
joined and he left.
It probably
I
is.
mean, I've been in voice
Oh.
for the last 2 minutes. When I loaded, I had my character completely blank of items, so now I'm loading a different one.
Smart.
Solid idea.
Whatever you have for me in the save game is absolutely fucking corrupted, destroyed.
Ooh.
Do you want to just reload? Because literally we went 5 feet.
Yeah, reload the whole game.
I can go back to the
Just
quick
load
save
that
I
quick
made
save.
before we
Yeah.
beat up Home Slice. Yeah. Okay, we'll do. This one.
I literally bought a new computer and I'm going to transfer over to it this week.
Save game. Okay.
Which one was the one I was
Did you do the lock thing already before I tried the fireball?
No.
No.
Okay. Somebody
lock him
who
in.
can do that, go smash that fucker up. Suck it, buddy. Actually, I never even checked to see if his dialogue changed after we smashed the lock off.
I don't have my cloak anymore.
No, he won't even talk to us.
I don't have my cloak of protection and my cloak anymore.
Did
You
you
just
load the right character?
I loaded from the save game, the one with the highest XP.
Huh.
I had my cloak. I had my cloak.
Well, now we
Well,
start
let
to
me-
see the
so-
seams of Neverwinter fraying a little bit.
the other option. I mean,
I mean, did you also lose the bag of holding I gave you? Because that
Yep.
costs about 15 fucking
Yep.
times
It-
more than
it is-
Jeff, can
it
you
is-
just fucking
it's gone
reload
again.
the main game?
Let's just all quit and go back.
I
in.
mean, just quit and reload your character
Yeah.
because I just loaded mine from the save game and it's perfect.
Okay, let me quit.
So just
yeah.
disconnect and rejoin and load the character from the save.
Yeah, because if that works, that's easier than
And
going.
then I'm gonna smash my computer to bits.
Please don't. We can probably salvage some pieces from it.
Yeah, at least the case is
So-
worth it.
/ parts of it are mine.
I know. I'm gonna take the video card out and I'm going to set it on fire.
No, don't.
Pretty certain it's just straight dying.
Is it my old
But
video?
it's not. Yes.
Yeah.
I will. Please don't. I would like to attempt to salvage it.
Chunks will be
You know.
useful.
Farm some Bitcoin.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
definitely.
I'm gonna farm some electronics XP. Seriously,
Sound
like I would
difference.
attempt to fix it.
All right.
Am I the only one who didn't try to load a new character?
I mean, I did not either because the one I have is correct.
Yeah, this
Oh, everyone just moved.
mine
Everyone
is
just-
good because I'm the game host, I assume.
am
I just
I know
saved
what
it.
I did. It was my fault.
You loaded a local one.
I loaded one. I just didn't realize that the other one had an extra digit over XP on the first one. So I was like, oh, 6 something
Oh.
versus whatever. I was like, oh no, there's more digits in this one. I see.
That makes
I mean,
more
I
sense.
just highly recommend everyone saves local characters occasionally.
I know. I do every time. That's just my own bumble fuck up there of miscounting.
No traps, but go to check it anyway.
All right, where?
Staying behind the one who's searching.
I'm gonna hate.
I'm heading upstairs now.
And we got haste.
No.
You sure? Like,
I think so.
Let the earth take you.
damn.
Wait, which one of those are the stairs up?
I got fireball. Will that help, Teddy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So do I cast it on
not
you
us.
or? Oh, I see.
Like, it won't help us, but it will help something, I guess.
When a problem comes along, you must fireball.
Talking a lot of shit for someone in fireball distance.
When a room
Yes.
is full of guys, fireball them.
Did I ask how big the room was?
Don't plug the door. I'm gonna fucking stun punch you to death.
I'm trying to get past my horse, and they won't let me pass, dude. I don't know.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
you guys deal with that.
They are in the way of the
Me and my
door.
horse are totally capable of dealing with this ourselves. That's why I opened the door.
And there was like $6 in that armoire, I think. That was it.
Ooh.
It might
$6.
randomly reload.
I mean, $6
There's
is
other stuff.
better than $0, but
We got another ostentatious bedroom with a couple of Hellmites.
I got a zombie warrior, skeleton mage, wraith.
Whoa! Yeah, we're gonna go see what Dave's up to.
I mean, I'm unfucking touched so far.
Maybe
So wants
it's
to kill
fun
that
shoot
skeleton mage.
I'm
who
doing
is-
it.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I killed a skeleton mage and 2 things near it with my fireball.
No, you hit a corpse.
Oh,
They are resurrecting the corpses into zombie modes, though, so actually that ain't bad.
oh, okay.
Should probably not let that touch you, though.
Turn undead.
These are too strong.
Smiting evil.
I wish the chat log didn't go so fast, because I wanted to see if my Raven Feebleman actually hit him.
You can change what's triggers in there. You can only show your own attack messages.
That might be worth doing at some point.
Peter, you haven't, or Pete's engaged back here with the horse.
Good job, Steve.
Yep. Steve Tank.
Steve's such a fucking G.
That's awesome.
He is badly wounded, but I'll get him back after a rest.
Dave and chat doing work on the zombie warriors.
Sounds like the work
Yeah, I
is
have
over.
a lot of potions of cure wounds.
Oh,
Good
never
work,
mind.
chat.
I hear
Where's chat going?
Oh,
music
there's a
again.
wraith in the next room. That's what was casting some stuff from the other side.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Why are we getting so close?
How do I use a potion on my horse?
It's a very good question. Fucking web.
Reflex save successful. Ooh, what's shooting me?
Skeleton mage, I'm getting him. Don't go near him. Okay.
Come in.
Nice fireball.
There's other shit over there too. Oh,
Wraiths,
chat.
There's a ton of stuff
Oh,
we're
chat.
engaged with. We're clearing this.
I'm coming.
Good job, chat. You were right out of the.
I am engaged with this wraith here. If someone beefier wants to get involved.
It's still uninjured?
Badly wounded now. The Steve put it.
Oh, okay, there we
turn,
go.
There's the turn undead.
Well, I fireballed the shit out of a couple things in this room, so this one.
Things seem to be going from barely injured to badly injured very quickly.
Yeah.
Well, this is one way to clear the floor. Well done.
I'm pumped. I got 2 big rooms where I could actually throw fireballs at more than one thing at a time.
Oh, who's that? Wait.
You're too late to stop our plan from reaching fruition. Mahahaha.
Did they just teleport away?
Fuck you,
Oh,
guy.
they invisibility. They're still there.
Oh, can I lesser dispel an area, or do I have to target something in particular? Nope, I got it. Got him. Suck shit. I got lesser dispel for a reason now.
Well, I have power attack. I forgot.
I've been stunned.
I forget what it does.
I'm being murdered. Oh god.
I'm enfeebling him. There we go. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. I mean, it was almost bad, but not too bad.
Yeah. We should loot this place.
Yes. I'm taking a quick sit down, though. I used a lot of spells.
Book of Helm.
I think that's one of the ones where there's a bunch of copies of them around the game.
Let's teach you how to make armor for your head.
Make helmets.
I can modify my armor, make it look like different things.
So this is the stairs up, which I assume goes into the rest of Helm Keep. There is more stuff back the way we came.
Well, it sounds like we should go back the way we came.
Yeah, once you guys finish looting that room and healing up and stuff, then make your way back just a door or two, and we'll do the corridors that we haven't done yet.
Making sure we didn't miss anything in these bedrooms.
Perfect.
They're clean.
This hallway, yeah. The red mistiness is cool, but kind of distracting. Is it-
Atmospheric, but annoying.
It turns the, like, cutaway
Very-
color into red. Is that what you were saying, that it looks like the red from traps when you...
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also like if you look in the void space, like there's the black that they have when you're like looking into the wall, but occasionally like there's a crack in it.
yes,
and
yeah.
You get red, and that red is exactly the color that they use for the trap.
Atmospheric was a real good vocab word, Teddy.
Oh, thank you. Like you can see a little bit in, like next to this door, you can kind of, there's a crack.
Yeah, no, I'm showing chat. I'm showing everybody in the audience.
Oh yeah, and I'm looking at it on the screen now. Yeah, and so if I catch like a glimpse out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, that's a trap.
Oh, now we're fine.
Oh, I was wrong.
Is this door locked? Oh, we should wait for a chunky.
No, yeah, I was waiting for a chunky.
Is Chunks.
All right, chunkies, get in the room. Run deep into it so we can all follow through.
I'm gonna get so deep into this empty room.
Don't do things yet.
Oh god!
This
Don't
looks
touch
like
him!
a
Don't touch
puzzle.
him! Don't touch him!
Oh,
Puzzle.
chat, why don't you just stay out here, buddy?
Stand your
looks
ground,
like
Steve. Stand your ground.
A puzzle.
It certainly does.
Actually, this looks like we're wherever we need to take whatever we get. I think.
There's a pedestal.
Oh, do we have any meaningful
Quick save. Can you get a quick
items?
save
I will
right
throw
now,
one just
please?
in case. Oh, this is the main entrance.
Oh.
I
wait, what?
would bet
I would
$1.
assume if we came in the front, they would attack us.
I think Dave's right. I think if we open the door, even to leave right now, they would activate and attack us. I can try
So
talking
what if
to
it's-
them.
There's also the pedestal.
Yeah.
That seems to be a very obvious hand-shaped pedestal.
I'm very intrigued by this pedestal.
I don't. Does anybody remember any key items we would put on the pedestal or something?
Oh, it is just a thing to put something on it, huh?
It
Yeah.
wants a gem of some
I have a
sort.
phenelope.
I don't think it wants just any old gem.
Oh, yeah,
It
if you
wants a key item gem.
You are right. Yeah. Place in. So there's a faint inscription. Place in my hand the message I have made clear, and I shall summon the Watcher's armor, the Protectors.
Guys, I'm getting some text here. This animated armor looks I talked to the thing. It says this animated armor looks battle ready, but shows no sign of movement. It appears to be staring at the pedestal at the center of the room. It stares intently at the altar at the center of the room.
Okay. So it definitely wants a large gem on the pedestal, but the question is, is it a good idea to put the gem on? Will that activate these homies, or?
It sounds like if we mess it up, it will activate those homies.
Okay. Well, I'll throw that sweet quick save. I got a couple of gems in my bag.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't say.
Has
what
anyone
kind of-
read the Book of Helm? Because it's like the message I have made clear. Sounds like there's.
Anyone got like a helm gem?
Despite its size, this well-maintained tome is exceptionally light. The pages also seem to have a strange, almost warming glow. Inside is revealed the methods by which the guardian spirit of Helmshold may be restored should an evil entity have displaced it, though the taint must first be banished by other means. Simply having this book in one's backpack will allow the use of a properly prepared altar.
Map whispers.
Okay.
I picked up the book.
Yeah.
That's a good bard.
I like that Pete can become just the puzzle solver.
Do you think we put the book on the pedestal?
Has it been properly prepared?
Did you try and talk to the pedestal
No.
and get it to like open up as a
I do
place
not.
to store stuff?
I do.
Yes,
not,
I did that.
Yes. Yeah. You can just like.
Okay, you quick saved. I'm put this book here.
I did. Let's see what it does.
I wonder
Nothing?
if properly prepared
Okay.
pedestal means it has a gem in it.
Well then, yeah. Take the. Do you have a gem to use, Peter?
Well, it says properly prepared altar. So maybe there's something else somewhere that is called altar.
This is an altar. The guardian spirits say they're staring intently at the altar in the middle of the room.
And I'm thinking that if we put a gem on the altar and you having the book in your pocket,
Gotta
remember how
grease
it
the
said
wheels a
like
little bit.
this lets the altar be used, kind of thing. That may-
Interesting.
Yeah. Someone has to
Alright,
put the
I don't
coin
have
in.
a gem.
Okay, I gotta pull it out.
I think if it's
I
in
got a
there-
garnet and an amethyst and an aventurine.
I mean, adventuring sounds like a pretty cool thing to use, but I don't know if it matters.
No ordinary gem works. I have every single one in my inventory and I ran through them.
You tried
Like,
just
I
putting them
haven't
on the
tried.
thing.
Like 9
Duck.
of them.
But
In the
maybe you
hand.
have to put it in, and then Pete has to interact with it because he has the book.
I'm stuck
Oh no, yeah.
Shit.
in the hand.
Oh my god.
How can I help
When
with
they
this?
said interact with it, we didn't know.
Mean get absorbed
Ah,
by
there
it?
we go.
Oh,
I
nice.
straight
Did it bump you out?
I would say somebody put a gem in and
Oh.
leave it. Can you leave the gem in there?
Wait, we're forgetting an element of what it said in the book. I now remember. It says, though the evil must first be banished by other means, this can then restore the guardian spirit of Helm's Keep. So I'm pretty sure if I'm check that book again, Pete, to see if I'm remembering the prose correctly. But I think it's kind of saying you got to go kill the evil spirit that's infested the place, and then you can restore it with this
Yes.
thing.
Can you leave a gem in the altar?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like
'Cause
a...
I would say somebody leave a gem in the altar, and then Pete go try to use the altar, and if nothing happens, then we move on to something else. But I just want to see that first, because I don't know if properly prepared means it has a gem in it.
Okay, I put a garnet in it.
Can you interact with it in any way, Pete?
Used didn't do anything special. No.
Okay, then yes, we probably have to go kill something.
All right, I'm gonna grab my gem back then.
And his name is... I forget.
Pressure was his name. Oh,
Garbage.
We have no traps and no locks, as far as I can tell.
Lovely.
what's behind the store?
I hear zombies.
What's in
I
this
hear
store?
them too.
The big room.
Oh, there's
there's a big thing in the middle.
Well,
An
I'm
altar.
gonna.
if Heavy's
oh.
run in first, I will follow up and either dispel or fireball.
How do you pronounce Chowhoyan of the Void? Chowhinian of the Void?
What?
That's the name when I hover over it.
Oh, I can't
It's
see
blue.
it from
We
here.
could. It's not hostile yet. It's
Oh.
blue.
Not yet.
All right. Well,
Do you
It's
want
like someone messed up spelling champion.
Like,
Ch-
it wants to
Harry,
monologue
you're
at
in.
us, probably.
I gotta
Well-
go get chat to follow again. But
we did a quick save recently, so we don't have to throw another one.
yeah, exactly.
So,
We did
would
one in the
say,
front room.
Yeah, Jeff, go in first.
All right, don't fight me, Chowhirian of the
oh,
Void.
crap. I forgot I told Steve to stand his ground.
Chowhirian of the Void bids you welcome. You need not fear me, for I am bound well and good. You are not those who
That's
summoned me.
Suspicious.
Perhaps you would finish the ritual that they have let lapse? What ritual, infernal creature? A simple matter, well within your capability. You are far superior to those who brought me here. You see, they have left their petty squabbles interfere with more important concerns. They leave my summoning unfinished. I was to crush the guardian spirit of this place, and I have done so. For this I was promised release. If you are willing, there's a book of ritual in the study to the south, a black grimoire. Complete the ceremony, and I shall be free.
Fuck that.
I
Point
mean-
of order. The grimoire can also banish the evil.
I like that
Oh.
As
I
a
read the book.
paladin, I endorse that decision and applaud your literacy.
Yes, I mean, my options are I'll think about it. If I did this, you'd be in my debt, or so you can add to the havoc. Never.
Never!
So I got.
Say whatever you
Unidentified
like.
cloak in the desk. Armoire is cleared out. Had 7 gold in it.
Teddy's doing his thing.
Hey man, I don't give a shit about no demons.
Brass tacks, baby.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly.
Protection
Here to
versus
take
evil
lots
plus
of-
2.
I like to feel the fiber in my fabric.
I'm gonna tell this guy I'll think about it, and then if you would like to do the banishing, Peter, then I mean, does anybody in the group want to vote to release a devil?
No, I am contractually obligated by my character. to
He
not
hasn't.
do-
He hasn't tempted me with anything yet. So
He hasn't offered a reward or anything, so
True,
that's
he's a
why I'm.
bad. Just for his poor negotiating skills, he should lose.
I said I will think about it. If you must, but actions lead to glory far more often than mere thoughts.
He's right. He's right. You know what, dude? You're right.
All right, how does one? I mean, I'll throw a quick save in now just in case, but how does one banish?
Alter?
Well, Pete's got the
Then-
book. It had instructions.
Yeah, it's just use the altar.
Oh, okay.
So it's complete the ritual, banish the demon, or do nothing. Let's go with banish.
Wretch, spec, you will pay in the end. Your future is marked. You will suffer. Suffer.
He's not wrong. We may have to fight him at some point. But
Great.
when we
Whatever.
get rid of,
I mean, he was 375 experience is what he was.
Can you?
Well,
why-
now
why
we
is this thing
get
still
double
here?
experience. We get 375 for banishing him, and if we have to fight him later, we get his blood experience.
What do you think? Do you think they can get rid of this evil circle on the ground? Or?
Nope,
Okay.
because it's not actually a magic effect. It's a
Ground. it's
piece
a-
of the environment.
So
yeah, that is the summoning circle. Go
Let's
figure.
go. Let's go back to.
we
here.
may well now be able to do the thing to reactivate
There's
the Guardians.
Still one more door.
There's still one more evil.
One more evil. How do
Oh,
you know?
to the left here, yeah.
I mean, we chased a guy here. He's pretty evil.
Oh.
Dester, that son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, but I just know that one was the one that was meant to crush. It said it crushed the guardian spirits, so I thought that would be the like. What if the guardian spirit can help us against Dester?
That's what I'm thinking. Before we go upstairs, we should just
What
try
is
to see if
in
it's
this
possible.
room? Can
These
anybody?
walls are far worse than really any of the others we've had at clipping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bunch
they're
of-
real bad.
What are these things to the left of
It's
us?
a bunch of hanging meat.
Oh.
Oh,
gross.
that's what that is.
Thought it was like some Resident
Yeah,
Evil.
it's gonna be through this door.
What is?
So do we want to do that and not try to use the pedestal first?
I'm fairly certain it's not going to let us do anything, but you're more than welcome to go
Well,
back and
if-
try
I trust you.
Let's keep moving.
All right, yeah, get
Okay.
through this door over here. Somebody.
Yes.
Chunky.
We got nothing so far.
Ah,
Check out
the
the meat.
storerooms.
A whole lot of nothing.
Shall we check out the meat?
Yeah, let's see what's up in meat room.
This is dark in here. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Skeletons in here.
Oh
Chat-
no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm outside again somewhere, but I'm coming back inside. I don't know where I went.
Oh, it's the side entrance to the castle.
If we came in the front, we just have to clear out the basement anyway, so. Skeleton mage gonna turn undead.
So he just runs into the corner while you guys punch its ass off.
well punched.
This is what I was born for.
I think it's what Dave was born for, actually.
I will get out of the
I mean,
room so
I'm
people
a
can loot.
paladin. Killing undead things is my thing.
That's my
Yeah, but
job
he's a
description.
monk, so punching things is his
Oh,
thing.
no, the punching, yes. I meant the killing things that are undead and evil.
So yeah, there is this side entrance. When you went outside, Ben, was it just like
There was nothing happened. It just was as clearly I was outside.
there was nothing there per se? All right, well then let's finish this.
Hang on, Dave. I'm
Final
gonna touch you
door.
Let me just touch you for a second. Okay.
Another wraith.
Oh, hello, skeleton mage.
I'm gonna smite evil on this bitch.
There's still a skeleton mage behind the corner of the door, I think.
Not for long.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? He's right in the doorway. Oh, how dare you web me?
He did.
Why are they keeping skeletons in the fridge?
They were keeping bones.
There's a scroll of rest. There's a spell of restoration.
I guess that kinda
in
makes
this
sense.
In this barrel here, is somebody who can use that once it. I don't know if he can use scrolls.
Yep. Yeah, he's
I
the
can use any scroll.
The barrel by the door has a restoration scroll.
he is the person to pass especially healing scrolls, I'd say too.
I left it in the barrel.
All right, do we all just want to dodge outside real fast in the side entrance just to see if there's anything interesting?
I did turn around immediately.
Yeah, I figured you didn't like stick around to look.
This is called
Courtyard.
Courtyard. There's a lot of dead people out here. A lot of dead people.
How dead?
Dead part of the oh
Oh,
god,
oh god, who the fuck is Bodak?
I don't know.
Bodak attacked me.
He
Oh
summoned
god. Oh, there's a lot of
Oh
stuff.
wow, I just got one shot.
Oh boy.
Me too. There are many Bodak. They do a freaky cone attack.
I am turn undeading. Oh god. Oh man, one shot by the cone attack.
I think that I'm gonna just do a little quick run inside and
We're gonna do
say,
a little quick load. Because I think Dave actually stepped away for a minute.
oh, hopefully he didn't crash again. I didn't hear him say
No,
anything.
no, he stepped away for a minute.
Oh, okay, word.
So I don't know if you want to just.
Give me one sec. Let's see how far back.
Because I do want to go fight all those things, but.
Okay, so the last quick save I have is from when we hadn't yet banished Home Slice.
We were right before banishing him.
So we can go there. Peter, you can banish him, and then the what do you call it? The refrigerators weren't that big of a deal for a fight. So
they're fine.
everybody down with that, with loading back to that.
Yeah, that's
Let's
fine.
do-
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not dodging this fight. We're gonna go back and fight these things when we're all like here.
Did anybody happen to see what the thing was that killed them?
Shadow of the Fiend was one of them. That's the one that didn't get affected by the turn undead. So I think they were various fiends.
Yeah. We got devils and demons. Change demons.
We gotta wait for Dave to load back in.
Yeah. We get
So
him
while
that
you were
375 experience one way or the other.
Yeah, this thing looks creepy as fuck when it does that. It's all like elbows and shit.
It is pretty much all elbows. I agree. That's the first thing I thought. It was like, this is a lot of elbows on this thing.
Like Grievous,
like a
General
Skeksis.
Grievous, General Grievous-esque.
Yeah.
What happened while I was standing?
We just went to peek outside and there was like 3 different fiends that one-shot us.
There were
each.
3 Bodaks, and they each summoned a Shadow Fiend, and that
Yeah.
one shot basically everybody one at a time.
I was
Yeah.
doing great until I got hit by that cone
Uh-oh.
attack. I was
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
hitting everything.
So when we go outside after, so we loaded, so we didn't do that because we didn't realize that you weren't there for the assault. But we're gonna have to.
Posted something in Discord.
No, I know.
Yes, you
I-
did. But we
Yeah, I didn't have the
didn't
window
need it
up,
until
We were
afterwards.
just looking outside. And
and yeah, it was. There's something outside. There's some things outside.
The
Good to
information
know.
was available to us, but we hadn't internalized it.
Are we all here?
Yeah,
Yes,
Dave's loaded
I think
back
we're all
in.
loaded in.
yeah, you can banish it.
Get out of here, Skexy.
I
Get
didn't want you to
fucked.
miss the experience.
Appreciate it.
Okay, bring my
Yeah, it
map
was
back
like-
up.
There's just a lot of dead bodies outside, and then there's just a lot of Bodaks, and then everybody was dead.
Yo, Bodak suck.
I don't even know what a Bodak is, but it sure
It's a
wasn't nice to
horseman.
us. It seemed to do some sort of scream cone effect.
That's what I was fine, except that's what one-shot me. Everything
I don't
else-
know what the cone attack was, but there was a cone attack. But also the Shadow Fiends that it was summoning in were doing
They won.
vicious melee.
Okay.
I was fine there. It was when I got hit with that.
Well, you're
no,
wearing full plate.
Well,
no,
that's
I'm
the
saying, but that's the thing that'll one-shot anybody. is
that's the
cone.
question. Yeah, is that an insta kill like save resist kind of thing?
Oh boy, that's my job.
It's a
Yeah.
good question.
If
Mis-
only they had a cast bar and I could get out of the way. This is when I need that ACT.
ready
This
to. You can open up this door, Peter or Dave. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
There's just-
Skellington.
There's a couple of basic ass skeletons and a wraith in each of
Let the
these.
earth take you.
Oh, those are skeleton mages, so
They're pretty basic.
I guess they're level 6 basic.
They seem to really enjoy casting spider webs.
Yeah, they've got like a 3 spell list.
I mean, that and Magic Missile Man, because who doesn't?
I
Okay,
mean,
they're all running like little babies into the wall.
if you're not casting magic missile, are you even casting magic? Good job, chat.
Good job, horse.
I don't know.
Steve. Good job, Steve.
You aren't slinging magic missiles.
All right, Steve. You've now blocked me in though, so I'm gonna need you. I'm
Well,
gonna need you to move.
I did on these weenie things, and I did manage to get
Steve.
damage on the Bodaks outside. I managed to hurt them with magic missile, but didn't really get that much of an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm going stealth mode against those Bodaks, and I'm gonna play the option of hide in a corner and let you guys die.
My turn undead. Some of them were affected.
Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta roleplay the rogue.
I mean, there's a reason you play the rogue like that.
Someone has to tell our story.
No, that's tossing if we ever pick that game up again.
I don't get paid
It's
enough
like
for
that guy from
this.
300, the one who got his eye sliced, so he was like, "Go tell our story." Also, you're useless in a fight now.
Okay, there was a good scroll in the barrel, so remember to grab that again,
The
Peter.
gods saw fit. Grant me a second.
The loot change.
It was 4 gold.
Oh, really? That stinks. Slash is
All
funny.
right, so
but-
we're gonna try to kill the Bodaks.
Yeah, everybody,
I mean-
nobody go out yet, but I'll quick
Can we
save.
quick save.
And I at least want to try, because it might be a fight that's
Yeah.
intentionally too hard.
It's like an optional thing, like one of the a harder.
But so were those flying swords, and we got them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I think with a little preparation and the whole
Underrest.
crew, yeah, same.
Smurferation.
I'm also going to get some healths back here.
You can rest, so I recommend it.
I mean,
If you have a spells, like I use some on my turn undead, so I'm gonna...
Did they have any auras or anything? Do you think did anybody know if a dispel would
idea.
be useful? Okay.
No.
if they did, I couldn't.
And you said that the nether shades, is that what they're called?
Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiends. I'll Ray of Enfeeblement them if they're meleeing hard, because I can get rid of most of their strength.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way we can lock down the Bodox immediately.
Is it considered metagaming if I know information about the Dungeons and Dragons version of the monster?
No, I'll allow that.
We clearly did not learn enough information while we were out there also to...
I mean, so the Bodaks are undead. In third edition.
I think
Okay.
that's what I
The
think.
Shadow Fiends probably are not. That's
Yeah, so that's what happened. I
I
turned
think the
undead.
Shadow Fiends are aberrations.
yes, I was like, it's a construct that's not the other version of a construct.
Mhm.
So I turned undead and the Bodax ran away, but the Shadow Fiends did that cone attack and killed me. That's what happened.
Word. All right. Well, if the Bodaks start to run away, I will try to fireball them at a safe distance.
Yeah, I want to bum rush them and see if I can get them to turn undead
Yeah.
before they.
I'm not
attack.
throwing any fireballs until I have a clear shot, because I don't want to wipe the party myself.
They're cloaked. They don't appear until you get out there. But...
Right.
I mean, you just book it. I'll pick up whichever one comes to the rest of the.
I just posted in dank dungeon walls so I can figure out that's what a Bodak looks like.
Gross.
Ew.
And go.
Okay.
Heavy guys, go through the door.
Quaffing Barkskin, let's do this.
Charging where the Bodax were.
Stealth.
That was a skeleton mage.
I don't know what Bodak you're talking about.
There were Bodax out here before. They are now something different.
They... Oh, really?
Yeah,
They-
now
Yep.
they're cursed monks.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm start whipping spells.
So this is definitely not supposed to be an intentionally too difficult fight.
Yeah. I
We
think
got
you're
a bad
correct.
RNG roll the first time.
Yeah.
This is a. Or
We
Dave is
started-
just that powerful.
There's something cloaked that's casting things.
The Bodaks, basically were still stealth, and they saw us murder the cultists, and they were like, "Oh, you know what?
So you got fully
Like-
loaded up and ran in screaming and just murdered everything really quickly.
I think we stay stealth here, buddy. What do you think? Yeah. Nothing in
Wait,
the
so was
Bodak code.
this the main entrance?
I'm
This
curious.
is okay.
Quick
No,
save,
because
Jeff?
the main entrance was by where the pedestal.
Quick
was.
save
This was
achieved.
this was the side entrance into the courtyard from the.
This was the other door. Like
Yeah,
this goes
that's
out
what
to
I
the
thought.
arms holding
This is
the
what I
hand.
thought.
Oh.
Well, then, but there's main entrance. There was a main entrance listed.
That's
oh,
right
it's
in
this
front of
door.
us.
That's
Yeah.
the store here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I reckon we probably.
It's actually
Are
faster
not
if we
able
go
to get
back in
through
through that
this.
door.
The big central
Was
one,
there-
right?
Was there nothing
Yeah.
else out here? There's nothing, but there was some. We didn't finish in here yet, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We basically don't have
Is it
anything to
safe in there,
do
Dave? Oh no, you didn't go through.
inside, except for go to the next floor.
Yeah, it just connects to where those guardian armors were.
Well, that's fast. That's gonna get us closer to where we need to go.
Yeah.
It does actually. Yeah.
Stairs up.
Beneficial.
Do you want to try another gem thing, Pete?
No, it's not ready yet.
Okay.
Well, where else do we have to go?
Ooh,
Stairs
Stairs up, yeah.
the sideways moonwalk, Peter. That's a new dance move. I've never seen that.
I wonder if because for a little bit when I did this, it would really glitch my character out. Let's see if I get on the horse.
The sideways moonwalk. Jeff, this.
No, it just gets rid of my cloak for some reason.
No, he was like doing the normal run animation, but he was just moving sideways.
Ah, okay.
It was-
Yeah, you can do something with like the driving camera versus if you're like switch and then do a click move. Sometimes it won't rotate the camera or your direct. Oh shit!
Oh, weird.
I am doing click to move. I am using WASD for my camera.
Jeff, go forward.
Doing it. Sob.
He's crying.
Here I am.
Yes, good. He came and talked to me.
Wait, where?
My
What?
stay here with
Benthic.
the dead is
Benthic
Oh,
Moss.
wait, you guys are all. I think I'm
I
lagged out
deserve.
because you guys are all just running in place and just not talking to anybody.
Possibly. I don't see you in this room.
Let's see.
I mean, Fenthic is not rushing this dialogue, so I can
Jeff,
just wait.
There is a cop.
Oh, there you are.
No, Jeff is in the other room for me.
No,
There's
that's
a version of
that's
Jeff
my
in
twin
the-
brother.
There's a version of. I see Chad here, but no Jeff. Jeff is running in place. So is Teddy. Yeah, Jeff and Teddy are in the other room for me. All I see is Dave and Pete, and Teddy and Jeff are running in place in the other room. I'm
You're-
actually they're still there.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw your character model in here, so, but no, that's
you
that's
got-
my brother Dio. That's
You guys
not
are
Geo.
Running. We don't talk about Dio.
Well,
It is him, Dio.
Dio.
All right, now everybody's in the right place.
okay. Here I am, the fool. My stay here with the dead has taught me more in a few hours than I
He's
deserve.
a traitor. Dester. I helped him.
Oh,
and then
Dester's a
followed,
traitor, Fenthic?
hoping his
Really?
deception was a mistake. I thought he would.
Audible gasp.
He will return, won't he?
What?
Clearly,
I helped him and
What a
followed,
fuck.
hoping his deception was a mistake?
it is true. You only have enough blood to operate your penis or your brain, not both at the same time.
I can either say don't play games you're in league with. Well, I'm going to say don't play games you're in league with him.
He could be playing the dummy.
Yeah, I'm not going to get fooled by this idiot. No. Yes. I don't know. He'll come back to help the people. The people. I calmed their fears when they doubted. The blessing is a gift, I said. This man cares, I said. I killed them. I killed them all by believing in him. Unless I help him and he comes back. If he comes back, then I was right.
Oh boy.
I helped them. He deceived us, betrayed us. But if I help him and he returns to Neverwinter, I help them.
Yo, this boy's cracked.
Well, I'm going to ask him questions.
His if you examine him, it says Fenthic is utterly broken, looking as though his world has been shattered. He barely acknowledges his surroundings.
Why was this
Oh,
dude
wow.
was just a dude? This was
Oh,
just
so
another-
this stealthed out rogue behind him. He's not paying attention.
I don't think he would see you if you were in front of him.
Teddy, I
with his
did not
eyelids set,
realize
about to
my-
stab you.
My camera was swung such that I could not see you behind him. And when you were like the stealth rogue, and I rotated and I was like, oh, there he is.
I actually don't see Teddy behind him. I still don't see Teddy in the room at all.
That's pretty funny. All right, well, that's who
Oh,
he's working
Teddy's by
for.
the door. Teddy, you're walking in place by the door for me.
Beans.
After this, you may want to do a like connect, disconnect, just to
Yeah.
like make sure that everything
Save
is
a
properly
local
set.
character first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he says, I don't know, he is no Helmite. The true brethren of Helmshold are dead, murdered, just to provide him with a false identity when he came to Neverwinter.
Harsh.
Wow,
That's a lot of work for one dude.
He literally killed a whole, like,
A whole,
convent.
like, Helmite sect.
He says he is he says he is one of the people of the Eye. Okay, a cult following the old ones. Okay. But I
Yeah.
can't tell anything else from his ranting. It's like he's a different person. He has to be.
Nothing ever named Old Ones, Elder Anything, Ancient Blanks. That's just never fucking good.
Even the village elders, you always know that there's something fucking going on
Oh,
with them.
yeah. Well,
Well,
you have to keep an eye on them. Either there's some fucking...
Elder John.
Either there's some magical wizard or they're a secret cannibal. Like, there's still
Yes.
something up.
You got Hot Fuzz or you got Bad Wizard.
Yeah.
Everybody go see Hot Fuzz.
Oh, Oh, such a good movie.
What are the old ones? He won't say. He's fanatical, raving, like he wants his blasphemies to wash out the Hellmite words he let me believe. Whatever these old ones are, they have abandoned him. He screams that he deserves protection, but none is coming. Whatever his purpose was, it's over for now. Let's go back to my previous questions. Why didn't
the
you...
question is it old one or old ones?
They're definitely
So
using
far,
a
he's said plural, yeah.
But the other person said the other reference we read was singular.
Was it from a person or a book? Or
Maybe it
can't
was
remember, to be
from the
honest with
Helm
you.
Tome, or no, it was the home slice in the
the crazy dude we
jail.
locked in the cage.
Yeah.
if it's a person, they may just be getting mentally wrecked by one of them.
That's true. It was the nuts dude in the jail cell, so...
It's probably one of the old...
Requisite grain of salt.
Yeah, well, also requisite brain, not worky, who knows.
Yeah.
Requisite Brain Assault would be a good, like, prog rock band.
Dude, that's a great...
Dude, Brain of Salt is a great name for a prog rock band. New band name, I call it. Okay, The Plague. He gloated that he was sent to Neverwinter to spread it. His masters wanted it to last as long as possible. Fuckers. They wanted us all to die. How did he spread the plague? The blessings, tainted foul, each... Oh, goddammit, all the Hellmite blessings were fucking tainted.
I got so many of those.
Right? He could have poisoned the lit harbors, the whole water supply, but the blessings raised false hope so people would be even more desperate when they finally did get the plague. Such cruelty, carefully designed to destroy our wills, and I trusted him. Made other people trust him too.
Wow,
what?
this dude is properly
Yeah,
evil.
Dester went hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, properly evil.
He didn't even have to go to a lot of this trouble, but he really did. Dester was only sent to Neverwinter after the plague started. So the masters... So Dester himself doesn't seem to have figured out and created the method of the plague, but he sure is working for the people who did.
Unlike a chessboard scale, he's not a pawn, but he sure as hell ain't the king.
Yeah. Maybe a bishop. Dester says he was supposed to prolong the plague to stop our cures. There's something there's something about the way it kills people. Something they wanted to last as long as possible.
I was gonna say Nurgle?
That don't sound good.
Slanesh? Actually, more
Grandfather Nurgle
Slanesh,
loves
actually.
you.
What's that blood god?
Corn.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe he wouldn't really care much for a plague, though, right?
No,
Corn would
no.
hate a plague.
There is a plague guy, though.
Unless the plague...
Nurgle.
Yeah, Nurgle.
Okay, all right, that's what I was thinking of. Unless the plague involved blood. That's a good point, Dave.
Well, no. Unless the plague involved making people into berserkers and then they just axed each other to
Violently
death,
axing each
then
other.
Corn would be like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Somebody
Yeah,
get a
but this
sample
one's
of that
called
plague.
The wailing death, not the raging death.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely Nurgle.
It would be a cooler thing. Okay, where is he now? Somewhere inside, trying to raise undead and fortify this place. He has few followers left and no more are coming. He claims he's being cast aside. He rants, blah, blah, blah.
But if the wailing is pain, then it's Slanesh.
I think I've exhausted all the questions. I'm just going to say I must find Dester. What do you intend to do? I don't know. I can't go back. Not yet. You can find him. Find Dester. Make him recant. Make him say he didn't betray us.
Ha.
Benthic truly is a sex idiot.
Wow.
Like, it was kind of a joke earlier, but he actually, it's like he has the mind
He
of an
only thinks of his
8-year-old.
penis.
Yeah.
And he's an equal opportunity penis thinker.
It sounded like he was kind of in love with Dester, right?
Definitely.
Like, the way that he was,
mean-
like, broken by the betrayal.
Yeah.
So am I gonna stab this guy, or can I pickpocket him?
Well,
Yes.
to your point, what were you going to say, Ben, before I...
Just give Dave says they need 60 seconds to do something real quick.
Okay, word.
And I'm going to take this moment. If you can quick save, I'm going to disconnect and reconnect so I can fix that Teddy's running into the wall still.
I have Quick saved. It seems like it does work in chat, so I will wait for you to advance. But I will detail to everybody that it seems we're now on the money options. One, we'll let a court decide that, or a mob. 2, Arabeth is waiting for you, waiting for an explanation. And 3, why shouldn't I kill you right now?
I would say 2.
Yeah.
I'm going with 2.
Yeah, two.
I think that if we get as much favor from Erebeth as possible, 2
As
is
much as
probably...
I'm a dick,
Oh, wait, yeah.
this isn't really our call, and whatever decision is made needs to be public to Neverwinter.
That's a smart thought, yeah.
Because, like, obviously...
Oh, you quick save, so I'm going to pick his pocket.
Obviously, whatever cure and whatever, like, shit happened was public enough with a bunch of officials. Like, I don't... Even if he's made into a scapegoat, he needs to be a public one.
Yes.
I did
Pickpocket
say...
success. Target has no items or gold.
But a
Thick.
weenus.
I rolled a fucking 16.
I saved my local
Great.
character.
It was a waste.
It put me back where we banished that dude, so I just have to run up to you guys.
Okay, word. I'm going to wait to press this because I have a feeling this is going to, like, give us EXP and decide the other thing, so I'll wait till you're in the room.
Some X-penis.
Give me that X penis. So I got a feeling that
The penis?
I got a feeling that number 2 sounds like what we're all gonna go with.
Yeah.
Okay, Erebeth will deal with you, you fucking incompetent idiot. All right, you were back in room. Everything normal?
We also don't really have time for his dumbass.
Yeah, I also feel bad almost. It's like
A little.
I still can't see Teddy, but
It's because he's
Don't worry about
sneaky.
it. 'Cause I'm sneaky. I'm
Yeah.
stealth right now. Should I unstealth?
You're
Will that
good.
make
Oh.
you feel better?
So I
No.
said Erebeth. He says, no, I can't go. I can't face my love, my Erebeth. Leave me. I'll wait for the guards. I swear it, but I can't see her. I can't.
What a wuss.
Where you going, idiot? Talk to me again.
she's going to sob.
That's not an option, my dude.
Okay, it doesn't matter what I say. As long as I completed the dialogue, the thing
Just
updates.
gonna wait for judgment.
I said the thing about the mob, and he was like, that's fine. I'll go to court. I'm just going to wait here. I can't do anything right now. And then he's sobbing.
All right, Wiener.
Okay.
Somehow he's a challenge rating challenging.
Yeah, my ass.
My fist. All right, nothing else interesting in this room?
You have my blade and my bow and my ass.
I mean,
Your donkey?
seduction.
There you go.
We've got a hallway.
And some scary,
Magnifying glass.
scary music.
I
You
face
cannot
checked
rest while
to
there are
this little
enemies
side.
nearby.
I face checked to the side thing, but no further down the hallway.
Okay. So I can walk to this.
This where
Right
I
here.
am is safe, but
Okay.
I don't know beyond that.
I'll size up the map for everybody watching.
The door when ready.
Just gonna, let me finish checking. It's a completely sealed hallway, so.
It's just like scream music.
Oh, we get the classic
It is very.
Neverwinter special of in the background music.
I've got nothing and no locks, so.
I haven't seen any trapos on these. Let's
Open
go
it.
with this one.
Door number 1. There's the... Okay, we got some things.
Oh, more
The
cursed warriors. Yeah.
Ben, hit the warrior so he doesn't run from us.
Okay.
It's alright, your horse is body blocking the fucking door usefully this time.
The horse is a fucking wall for the first time in a good way. Oh God!
uh,
Oh,
Oh,
the
open
skeletons
doors
hurt
too.
us.
they open that?
Yeah, the enemies
There's
did.
a cloaked one in here as well. Steve and I got it.
Oh, these are ghouls. These are slightly stronger than zombies.
Dave, will you open the door so I can whip a fireball past you? Nobody go in the room yet. Nobody go in the room yet. Nobody go in the room yet.
That's Dester.
Yeah. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you probably
Now rush, but I took out one of those
in,
things.
in the door.
I'm trying. I'm getting in.
Alright, I'm on Dester.
Okay, cool.
Everybody keep an eye on your health.
I'm smiting. I'm taking care of these ritual creatures.
Helping with the rituals and weak zombies.
I've got Dester locked down.
Where,
I can't see
even
him.
see Dester.
Hold on, I got it.
I don't see him.
I'm literally. Oh, I just stunning fist him and lay on him.
There he is.
It
Oh.
really sucks when you're a caster and you fight a monk.
I see you guys fighting him.
There
but
we
I don't
go.
see him.
He finally
That's
popped up
hilarious.
for me. Oh,
There
wait,
he is.
what?
He's see-through though for me.
I can only see him when I'm on top of him.
I thought it was an effect, but yeah, I guess you have to be within... How is he
Am I
still
near him?
He's
uninjured?
invisible.
Oh, wait
Well,
a minute.
I have power.
Because he's an impossible challenge rating, you were probably supposed to talk to him. Instead, you threw a fireball.
Well, stuff came
now,
in.
Now he's getting hurt. Yeah, do you want to, I guess...
How can
Probably
I...
we're supposed to talk to him, so...
I mean, if we're... I wouldn't worry about missing out on story here, because this guy is basically an
Also,
insane
fucking-
asshole. Yeah.
I've been able to just absolutely dodge tank this entire time.
We all got massive attacks of opportunities there.
Ah, there we go. Okay, I got him. I got him in talking.
Okay. Stop your
Dester,
pet.
I am undone. Take your bow, friend. You have your traitor. What now, I wonder?
Take your bow. Bow.
Oh, take your bow. Okay.
That was fun.
I use a
would rather a
crossbow.
bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So I was like,
That's why I
When did you
figured-
give him your bow, Jack?
yeah. What? This guy's an amazing
Fine.
pickpocket.
I was like, wait, we just got a bow?
Yeah, it's sick.
Me too. That's what I thought. Also, he gave us a bow.
That's why I wanted to double check.
I would have been sad because nobody could use them. All right. Anyway, take your bow, friend. You have your traitor. What now, I wonder? So I have you will be taken back to face judgment. I should end your life right now, or you will explain yourself, Dester.
The number 3 doesn't sound like it rules out number 1 or 2.
Correct.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm good with 3, and then we decide 1 or 2.
Okay, done. That's plurality. You have questions, of course, but I don't have answers. I will not give you that satisfaction, nor will I give it to the mob that awaits in Neverwinter. Your victory shall be hollow.
So shall your skull when I'm fucking done with you, bud.
Where's the cure? Of course,
That's
the
some
cure.
chaotic evil.
Don't you worry, it is here. Not that it matters. The
Yeah.
plague would have ended soon enough without my false Helmites spreading it. Oh. So actually, when they were saying back in Neverwinter, we don't understand why we can't cure this, it wasn't because it was some crazy plague. It was because the false Helmites kept, like, reintroducing it and reinforcing it.
It's the Tuskegee trials.
I mean, in a terrifying way, yeah.
I mean, it is, kind of.
I like how your horse is menacingly behind him.
I made him stand his ground just in case he decided to get frisky.
His,
The
his
horse-
face is like over his shoulder.
The horse looks like at a moment's, like, command, it would mount Dester. Okay, there we go.
Just gonna move in.
You may save a
Okay,
few
I
of the worst cases, I suppose, but the damage is already done. The plague has sapped the strength of the city. It did what was intended. I have the cure. When you would return me to Lord Nasher, the cure will be delivered as well. No need to scramble about searching. I have no reason to defy you now.
So, like, what
Uh,
if we kill you and then search your body?
I have
I
other
tell you.
He
questions.
says it
You
doesn't
know
matter.
how I always tell you not to use those sticky fingers?
Yeah.
You should try using them sticky
Wait,
fingers.
wait. Okay. Now you can try using them sticky fingers. Who are your masters? We are the
Pickpocket
people of the
success.
eye.
Target has no items or gold.
God damn it.
Lies.
We are the people of the eye. We are the ones who follow.
Quest.
We are the servants of the old
Character.
ones, and you are merely cattle. You cannot understand. What are the old ones? Tell me. Save your wrath. You'll get no satisfaction from me. I can't explain it to you. Does the ant understand the wagon rolling above? Does the boar understand the arrow piercing through? Uh-huh. So we're not going to get anything from him, is what he says. How many people of the eye are there? We are legion, always growing in number. In the end, all who wish to survive will become as we.
Oh no, it's anonymous.
Time to fucking dox him. Other questions. Weaken it. Neverwinter, shatter.
So I guess we have to decide: do we want to bring him back for judgment, or whatever? Do we want to just
I
murder the
mean,
fuck out of him now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was all the questions. Basically, I had an option of I'm going to look around here first. And he
Yes.
said,
Yes.
ever the mercenary, fine. I will allow, you can do whatever you want. I'll be standing here waiting for you to take me back to Nasher.
I think this is the actual end of chapter 1.
I think you're probably right.
I think that those
Oh,
ritual.
I'm
things-
already happy we stayed to look around as I'm looting all of his potions.
Yes.
I think that destroying those ritual things, probably now we can restore the Guardian.
Oh my god.
Quite possibly.
Unidentified belt, unidentified small shield, unidentified shuriken, scrolls, half plate.
Oh, I'm glad I looked for that
Success
option.
not possible.
Well,
No, on
Throwing
the
axes,
opening the
unidentified gauntlet, heavy crossbow helmet.
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
kidding?
Hey, there's
Wow.
that
Open
bow.
lock successful.
Quarterstaff spear, unidentified belt, unidentified shuriken, short bow.
Well,
Wait,
we're,
you had success not possible on this one, Pete?
Yeah.
A bastard sword +1.
What
you want...
happened? Yeah, I wasn't that far ahead
Let
of
me just
you.
grab all this stuff.
Yeah, you can sell that bastard sword, Dave.
Okay.
Because my take 20, I got a... oh, it was a 38. It's a DC 27.
Yeah, I have 5, I guess.
And guess what
So-
was in it?
well, what it
Nothing.
is.
A sling.
Oh my god.
Worse
what?
than nothing. A
Fucking-
single sling.
Hashtag got him.
Thanks,
Got 'em.
RNGesus.
There's 2 books in that book pile. I'm not the lore guy.
I mean, if they're blue bound, then they don't matter.
Yeah.
They are blue bound.
Yeah, blue is background info. Red or white, I think. Red or white
Red.
piece of paper are meaningful.
Where was the other unidentified items?
I got greater gloves of discipline. I got another sash of shimmering. Got black raven throwing axes. Where the fuck those are? Some
was-
arrow of the vampire.
Stars of Ojido, another sash of shimmering, Shield of Dawn,
What's the shield of dawn?
That sounds cool.
armor bonus versus undead +2 on the shield. It's otherwise a base +1 shield,
That sounds like a good pen item.
and it glows.
That might be equal to his tower shield with way less weight.
Yeah.
Which would probably be a pretty positive change there.
Nightbot says don't feed the zombies.
Thanks,
Beans,
Nightbot.
Try out this new shield.
Ooh. Which one?
Whoever has it. It's on the ground over there.
That one.
It's on the ground. I'm going to say that everybody do your identifying and handing out of items and stuff for now.
I mean,
If we
I
go-
did not get anything that would be worth keeping.
Okay, so largely sell fodder.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, that shield sounds like
Lots
the
of
only thing
plus
that was
ones.
worth.
all right. Well, the reason I say that is because I imagine that as soon as I tell Dester we can go back, we might just insta teleport out of here.
I don't
I
know, but
believe
wait,
that
I
to
don't
be
know if
true.
this is better for me though, because I have a tower shield that gives me armor class +3.
What's your
So
total
that-
AC?
Right now it's 21. It goes to 24 if I put the other shield, my tower shield on.
So yeah, it would be 23 versus undead. But
And I keep the
that's-
tower shield just
yeah,
in
keep the
the
tower
challenge.
shield.
I also did look. The other one looks all tiny in my hands.
Oh shit! Oh man, I'm glad. I
Jesus Christ.
think I just luckily rolled real high on a perception check without
it's on the
realizing it
ground.
because this is a trap chest over here.
Oh yay. Oh, you made it into the fucking sex room.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute.
Oh, it's
Okay,
on the ground.
Yeah,
Got it.
it's on the ground.
You like heads on pikes? We're putting heads on spikes.
Hey man, don't king shame.
As an
Jeff,
Eddie,
I just double checked, and you are correct. Once you say we're leaving, then we go. And also, that chest has its own entry called Deadly Chest.
Success not possible.
ooh,
I need
untrapping
2
it?
I need 2 more points to be able to
disarm.
yeah.
Oh, even I can see that's a trap.
Yeah, same. I was
cannot,
surprised.
actually.
I already have Cat's Grace on me though.
Did I roll better?
That does not look trapped to me, so. Oh, there it is. Now I can tell.
Did you get any good potions, Dave?
Success not possible.
What stat would you need?
That gives some skill increase.
Oh yeah, while he's singing.
Is it intelligence?
I think it's intelligence. That gets me to 33. I need to get to
Alright.
34.
Let me see if I have a.
I need int.
Sing harder.
I
Cat's
don't have the
Grace,
int
invisibility
scroll.
speed.
We could
Lesser
also quick save and I could eat it.
I was
have a
just
scroll
gonna
of
hop
full
down.
strength.
I'm gonna go talk to Johnny real quick. He had a bunch of scrolls.
Ooh.
if he has...
A wall of force has been erected that blocks your path. We cannot leave.
Oh, mother.
Quick save and try and eat it.
Yep, no, getting out of the room.
All right, yeah, everybody get the fuck out of there.
We have to probably take Destro with us. All right, everybody out.
I haven't quick saved yet. Hold on.
You got 66, so yeah, Ben's taking it.
Let me. Ooh, 91.
91. And no one was living through that.
No.
What's
in the chest?
Lock.
Coming.
We'll reload. I just want to see if it's actually worth it.
It's a lockpick race.
Success not possible for me.
I was gonna say, I don't think Pete can open it.
Unidentified cloak, unidentified armor, unidentified shield, unidentified cloak, unidentified shuriken.
So definitely worth it.
Ooh, yeah. Ben,
It's cool. I can just respawn.
I was going to say, can you respawn and stone to me still?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay, if that's the
Multiple
case,
cloaks
then
of
we're good.
elven kind, banded mail armors,
I just go
plus
down
1, a shield of the watch.
Wait,
it's
where
a
the
small
fuck am
shield,
I am
armor
not
bonus
in the
for
same
human.
place. I'm somewhere different than I normally am when I.
Is there an NPC over there?
Yeah, Sergal.
Yeah,
Talk
it's
to
probably
him.
the next zones. Just talk to him and be like, teleport me.
Can you use your Stone of Recall for that, or can you only tell you to lead her from the
Oh, no,
Second
yeah,
one. You can only tell you to lead her from them.
from
Yeah.
them? Okay.
The Stone of Recall gets everybody back to the same spot.
It seems to not. It won't let me.
It says you were in Ritual Chamber, whatever that
I know.
means.
So this is like a whole bunch of story stuff he's trying to talk to me about. So we should probably.
Reload that real fast.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Oh,
still
wait.
are gonna want stuff.
It
in
says.
here.
Oh wait. So it says you're lucky to be alive. We barely managed to bring you back. Your soul had nearly departed to the afterlife.
Yeah, it's the it's the hub world thingy.
Oh,
It's-
I need to return to my mission. I must get back to where I just was.
Yep. They do that in every one of these campaigns with like a hub world.
Send back. Okay.
All right, I can see a teleport circle coming in.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks
Sweet.
for eating that L for us, Ben.
But I might not have done. I mean, if I didn't really die, did I lose any? I'm at 16.
Yeah,
One-
you definitely would have.
Yeah.
I would assume you lost a little
You
bit
also
of
don't
XP.
want me to take the L because it cuts your money too.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want.
Yeah, but you just give us the money.
Yeah.
And then we let you take the L.
I should have given you my
I'm not
money,
above that happening.
but
It
whatever.
sounds like
It's
one
done.
more
Yeah.
step
Anything
than you
beneficial out
taking,
of there?
you know?
Like
Yeah,
anything
like probably about $5,000 worth of selling stuff.
Yeah, some interesting stuff. All right, I'm
Nice.
gonna talk to Dester. I suppose it's time to do our Exunt.
Yeah, I want to try to summon that guardian thing again, but I wonder if the ritual we just
You
disrupted.
can't leave this room.
Yeah.
Can't leave the room.
Yeah, but maybe he can come with us.
Can't put a price on life.
Literally,
What we
Dester
just
says
did, it's about 5,000 gold for that.
5,000 per death. What's this? Dester says, "Hurry with your looting and let this farce come to the end." I guess I'll
Can't
just
rush
make sure there's no
Majesty.
new questions.
Guy's ugly AF.
If we just ask him the same questions in a row 70 times, you think it would mentally break him to tell us his master's name?
I don't
No.
think so, sadly.
What does it do to? Tell me, Geostellar. What does it do to a people when they turn on the best among them? They shall see traitors everywhere now. Their spirit will weaken even further.
I lied. Lawful evil.
Yeah, he's not quite chaotic.
Okay. That's
And definitely not neutral.
I have exhausted all questions with him, so it's enough. I am taking you back to Neverwinter right now. Everybody prepared?
Yeah.
Okay. Madoop. Don't rush on my account. I know what awaits me. My fate is sealed. There's comfort in that. It's better, I'll wager, than the uncertainty
What are we
awaiting
thinking?
you.
Hanging, guillotine, burning.
I would like the drawn and quartered.
Ooh, classic.
During all of the above.
I hope burn him like a witch.
Oh,
Yeah,
His
win!
punishment,
Hooray! Good job, Dave.
but his death brought little satisfaction. The horrors of
Yeah,
the waiting
burn him like a
death
witch.
could not be undone with his execution. Those that had suffered now turned on each other.
Oh, jeez.
They looked for someone to blame and found it
Fuck,
in
I was also right
Dester's
about that one.
closest
Damn it.
friend,
Yep.
Fenthic. The letter of
scapegoated
the
him.
law found him negligent, and he was hanged as a sacrifice to appease the bloodthirsty mob. If any thought the sentence unjust, they remained
Is that
silent.
Arabic?
Duty
Yeah.
required
I think so, yeah.
all to act as one.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
It
look,
was
it's the
not
icon
time
from
for
the
divided
game's logo.
loyalties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the hilt of her sword.
Behind
It's stank.
Dester's treachery still had to be found. The hunt led to the coastal town of
Oh,
Port
sick, new
Last.
place.
From here, the heroes of Neverwinter would continue the search for those behind the Wailing Death, and vengeance would be taken.
Hey guys,
Sick.
it's Port last time.
Important last time.
You have to talk to Lorana.
Hey, Lorana. Ah, Geostellar, you've awoken at last. I feel privileged to finally meet you, the hero of Neverwinter, here before me. I'm getting ahead of
Here in the
myself.
back. Heroes?
Don't mind them. Don't mind them, Lorana. Just keep focusing on me. I'm getting ahead of myself. You must excuse me. I'm just so excited to
was
meet you. Welcome to Port Last. I trust you had a safe journey from Neverwinter. My name is Lorana, and Lady Arabeth has given me the honor of greeting you upon your arrival. Oh, ouch. My options are pleasure to meet you, excuse me, I must be going, or on your way, girl. I haven't the time to waste on the likes of you.
You could be really mean in this game.
Oh, I'm the party face, so I'm gonna be nice.
I mean,
Maybe-
look at all that chest meat you got hanging out there.
Oh
of
my
course.
God. I'm wearing the cloak of the nymph, man. Everybody knows what's up. Let me say again how much I look up to you. Okay, maybe that's enough of that. We've had all heard of
I
the
have
heroic
a-
deeds you performed.
I have a couple cloaks of Elvenkind that give really good bonuses to hide if anyone else wants to pretend we don't know Jeff.
Already on it.
Mine's gonna have a negative to hide because it's a bright pink cloak. I know that you must be anxious to speak with Lady Arabeth and begin the search for the cult. She is anxious to speak with you too. You can find her and her associate Aaron Gend in the next room near the exit of the building. Please go and see her right away. I wish you well on your quest to find the source of that horrible plague. I'm sure you'll succeed and prove to be a hero once again. Goodbye. All right, Lorena, you were almost functionally useless in this game, but thanks for showing up.
All right. I have to wake up in 5 hours, which means that I should probably go to sleep.
Yes, indeed.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, Peter.
Yes, to those watching, we knew that Carnium was going to have to depart early because of super early works and stuff. So we will likely go for minimum another half an hour, if not another hour, until 11:30, depending upon appropriate stopping time. Oh, wow.
Sneaking around.
Hello.
Body knock.
No, talk to Arabeth.
Please listen. I have some.
She
it
just
is
came
good to
running
see
for
you
me and
here
I had
in
to-
Toronto,
There we go.
my friend. If
good.
we are to have any luck in
Good
tracking down this
reflexes.
strange cult behind the plague,
I saw
it
something
will be
running
with
and I was
your
like,
aid,
no,
I
no.
am sure.
All right, just happy we're here.
I do not know how much you have been told about Lord Nash's orders. I shall help you understand whatever I can.
What exact? Oh, wow. My number 2 option, which I think I'm going to go with, is I'm more concerned about how you were holding up.
Yeah, she doesn't have that sweet hot Fenwick
How I
Dickin
feel
anymore.
is unimportant next to the mission we have been given. Please allow me
Oh,
to
wow.
explain what is required of
All
us.
right, she's just going to not think about it, I guess.
Gonna be
You
very
know, of
elven
course,
about it.
that Dester
Yeah.
and Fenwick were associated with some manner of religious cult that was behind the Wailing Death in the city.
Yes.
We know so little about this cult, and it would be foolish in the extreme to suppose that simply because their activities in Neverwinter have been stopped, that they have been defeated.
I agree.
Lord Nasher commands that we track down the headquarters of this cult and discover their plans and stop them before another atrocity is committed.
I love how I was like, oh, please tell me the details of Lord Nasher's plans. And she's like, all right, Lord Nasher's plan is we're going to find their headquarters and then we're going to kill all of them. That's the plan. That's all we have.
Aaron Gend, Lord Nasher's spy
Damn,
master,
another
is
banger
here in
from
Port
Lord
Last
Nasher.
to help us do this,
Thanks, bro.
and has brought reports of many strange activities throughout the northern lands.
Okay, so
I
Aaron.
tell you, tactically, that dude does not miss.
It is possible that agents of the cult
Perfect
may
plan
be
every
behind
time.
some of these activities. If so, we may be able to find them and discover where their base is located. Your aid in this will prove invaluable.
Okay. I guess
Of
here's some
course, ask what you
questions.
will of me.
What are you and Aaron going to be doing while I'm
I am
out
here
doing
to
all the
see that
work?
Lord Nash's commands are carried out.
Okay.
While, admittedly,
They'll
my
be
own
staying
role
here.
seems
Big
sparse.
surprise.
Part of me thinks that my Lord Nasher simply wishes someone he trusts in this role.
Someone has to wait
While
here and
another
not do
believes he
work.
does not. Regardless, we will do all that we can to help you.
All right, so they're going to hold down the fort while we go figure everything out.
Great.
Aaron has
What else
several
is new?
ideas on places where the cult may be hidden.
Aaron's at least got some
Currently, he is
leads on
working
where
on
the cult
finding a
might
way
be
to
and
see
some
if I
activities that might
you talk to
suggest
Aaron
cult
about where these
activity.
places might be.
They've
Search
done
for
a
any
whole
clues
quarter
about
of an
the
hour's
rise
worth of work.
ancient cults
Yeah,
or
we talked
armed
to
activity.
6
Once a
people.
way into Luskan is found, you can search there. If we are fortunate,
Okay.
you will perhaps encounter some part of the cult and gain information as to who they are
Alright,
and
any
where they are
container in
based.
this place
Any
is
information
empty.
you discover should be brought to Aaron and myself.
Well done,
Once we
Dave.
know more about the cult, Lord Nasher can decide what the search
Also, every
does
one of the
continue within
companion
city.
folks are around
It is
here.
his feeling,
Oh,
however,
cool.
that the true force of the
Oh,
cult
sweet. I'm
lies
gonna go talk to
outside of
Tommy.
Neverwinter, and that it is your efforts. Dester appears to have been their link in Aaron is
I'm just skipping
positive
through a
that its
bunch of this
true
because she's
heart
kind of
lies
going
outside
through all the
Neverwinter,
information we just
and that it has
discovered.
yet to show
Yeah,
us
this
the
feels
extent of its
like-
strength. The task
Have
ahead of
you
us will
not
no
discovered the
doubt
greatest
be most
NPC name
dangerous.
ever?
But that
I
makes it all
almost
the more
I
necessary
almost said it out
Glintwiggle?
loud, but then I had to
remain
run and talk to
ignorant of what this
Arabith.
cult is
Okay.
and what it
Yep.
intends. Certainly.
How are you feeling? This must
It
suck.
is, as I am sure you can well imagine. Fenthik, my only love, dead at the hands of my lawful liege. His true murderers, however, lie invisibly beyond my reach. I wish, with such fervor that it
channel
frightens me, to see those allies of Dester pain.
Okay.
To see Tyr visit them with
So
terrible
Arabeth is
justice.
not fully emotionless here. She
I am a
really
fighter
wants to
here,
fucking...
sworn to uphold
Channel
truth
the
and
sadness
justice,
into rage.
Yet somehow
Yeah.
I cannot condemn Fenthik in my heart. He meant only to do what he saw was his duty, I am sure of it.
And she didn't pick him for his brains.
Oh my god, do I have so many options to reply to this?
Wait, who did you say the best NPC character is?
Yes, there is a man in the background who I'm now showing the stream whose name is Bodynock Glinkle. Bodynock Glinkle. All right,
my God.
so in responding
We're
to
all fucking
Arabeth...
NPCs. He's the real main player.
Yeah, right, that's... The game should be called Bodynock
Really, the
Glinkle
Adventures of Body Not Glinkle and Friends.
Enhanced Edition.
Enhanced
Of course, of course.
So I have so many options to respond to Arabeth about Fenthik, and they range from, like, I don't have anything to say about that, to everyone can make a mistake, Arabeth, even for the best reasons. So I can say, he made a mistake, he was a fool, it's very sad, I'm sorry. Don't be naive. Even a paladin has a heart, you can't just be an avatar of justice all the time. Don't let your feelings blind you to the truth about Fenthik, Arabeth.
I mean, that's
don't
up to
think we
you.
have to be a dick, so
Yeah, I wouldn't be a jackass about it, but that's I think
it's
entirely
obviously
up to you.
not having a good one.
Dave.
I will say
made
everyone
the
makes a
choice.
mistake.
Yeah, we
The cracked
Aye,
anvil.
a mistake. But it is more than that, isn't it?
I'm just
but I
assuming
should
when we
not be
leave this
distracting
building,
you.
so we
Ooh,
can run up and
persuade
walk
check.
My own
Check.
problems are unimportant and of no interest to you, I am sure. Please forgive me.
All right, I'm going to say no, go on. Tell me what you're going to say.
It
Boom.
it is just that Fenthik's
Success.
fate could have been mine or yours or anyone's.
not ours.
How do you
Yeah, I
know
was gonna
that
say, I
the
was like,
path
no,
you
no.
walk
Well,
is
that's
the correct
debatable.
one?
We're
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure.
debatable.
I have never
We wouldn't have
questioned
given
my
anybody
faith or
plagues.
my
We would have just
duty
taken all their money and
but neither
bought an
did
island.
Fenthik. I feel doubt, and I am ashamed to admit it.
Why do you doubt?
Perhaps I am merely wallowing in my sorrow. Perhaps I know my path better than I think I do, but I am no longer sure. Is it wrong for me to think such thoughts?
There it is, Jeff.
It is never wrong to question. What's important are your
Yet I have
answers.
no answers, only more questions. The safety of Neverwinter relies on your mission, and my duty regarding that is more than.
Jeff, I think she's
would
hitting on you.
suggest speak
Sounds
to
like she
Aaron
needs-
then
doesn't
and
need it
find
now.
out what sort of answers you
She is
find.
You
recently
really want to be the
single.
rebound, though?
Hell no. And get set
You
on
seen
desk
that chest?
duty?
I have some very
gonna
important
have.
information
That's a
for
chest
you.
that I would pick.
No, I meant yours. That's not a chest that
Please listen.
deserves to be a
Oh, yeah.
I
rebound.
have some very
There's
important
literally
information for you.
acres. I have acres.
Dude, Declan's fucking haircut is so doofy.
I don't know why my tummy zone has no man hair on it, but my chest looks like I fell into a glue factory and then fell into a cat hair dumpster.
My skin is solid gold.
So you can kiss my aesthetician.
Well, that's cooler, but...
Dave, this guy, Kendrak, I asked him if he sells stuff, and he says no.
Yeah, I was reading the chat, the Cracked Anvil.
Oh, cool. Good. Yeah, that's going to be where you want to go.
So Tommy suggested that we go to Luskin's to look for this cult. I asked him.
Okay.
That is the Thieves Guild, it sounds like. It's where the pirates and thieves and anyone with a bad reputation hangs out. He's been there a few times himself. As we said, what's a better place for a frog to hide than amongst toads?
Yeah.
Not that I have any evidence to back that up or anything.
I think we should take care of Aaron's first, mission second. Like, crack him.
I just double checked, and all the henchman stuff works the same in that we can find the items without having them and being on their quest.
Oh, hi, Arabeth.
So we don't have to worry about talking to him or anything now. Just keep an eye out for odd items.
And then we come back and we do a massive turn-in kind of thing,
Yep,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
So you already talked to Arabeth because she just latched onto me.
You can just say, like,
I'll go now.
great, cool,
Looking hard
thanks.
for
Yeah.
that rebound.
That's what I did. Great,
She-
cool, thanks, goodbye.
She's trying to get to everybody. Yes?
Do you want to talk to Kendrak? He's the mayor.
Kendrak?
He's drunk at the back.
Yeah.
Please listen.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that
He
told me
mentioned
about...
something about escape prisoners.
Oh?
Please listen.
Declan is such a doofy haircut, Dave.
Who are you? Head of the guild and mayor of... Oh, he's the mayor. Also the first captain.
Dalen is, however, like twice your size and 1.5 times
Dalen?
mine.
Dalen, yeah, not Declan.
Ah, Kendrak, I have a problem someone competent like yourself might be able to help with, and there's coin in it for you to boot. Might be interested?
Oh my god, I do. I barely come up to his fucking hip bone.
Yep.
Ah, fuckers. From Waterdeep, a bunch of criminals escaped the Bulwark prison.
Everyone should just talk to Arabeth and be like, I gotta go. Because she just keeps going, please listen. I have some very important information.
I'm trying to chase everyone around.
I'll go now. Just keep clicking continue until you get like, I'll go now.
I'll go now.
It is possible.
Okay, got it. Bye.
Hello there. It
Oh.
looks like, yeah, because the quests we had completed are gone now, so all we have is the search for the cult. Day 13, month 8, 1372.
So this
Yeah,
is pretty... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say that our quest log was cleared out before we
Yeah.
walked in here.
It does get rid of any quests you had from Act 1 to a separate section, even if we didn't.
So Kendrak is the mayor of the town, and he said there's a bunch of criminals out, and they're $300 a piece. And if anybody ever kills somebody and finds an ear, keep in mind that that's worth 300 gold, and all of them, I assume, will also get us additional money from Kendrak.
Let's get everyone to
A
lend us.
string of ears, baby.
Their names are, for everybody to remember, or not, Zor, the Sturge, Wyvern, Delilah, and Yeskar.
I thought they were all going to have titles, and the Scourge was going to be like, yes, Zor the Scourge.
Oh, no. Zor's a Minotaur.
Yep. Rumored to have been spotted on the North Road near Green Griffin Inn.
Oh, you guys... Oh, wait, can you see
It's in the quest log.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. If it's got all that information there, I don't have to ask him about all this shit.
Yep. Wyvern is an elven ranger. Taste for trickery.
Okay,
Did you guys hear about...
And Sturge is a guy's name, not like...
Did you guys hear about Luskin?
Yeah, that's the one of the first places that they recommend we
that's
go.
what I mentioned.
Cool.
That's the
go to
thieves
that.
and...
Anvil
Let's
place.
go.
Yeah, let's go make some money.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do a lot of running
spend the
around.
money
and-
I died
well,
for.
it's going to be a lot of running around and finding... let Jeff go first. in
You
case
guys-
there's someone who wants to talk.
I'll check outside, but then I'm going to come back because I haven't talked to Aaron Gend yet.
Okay.
But I'll just in case there's anybody who's like begging to talk to
Should
us
be
out the front
prompted
door.
When you come back in, maybe a quick save.
Oh my God! Look, there was somebody who was begging to talk to me
Dude,
outside
they
the front
do it every
door.
time. They did this when we left the Halls of Justice for the first time. That's
Wait,
why I had
Farmer-
the feeling.
Hello, sir, or is it my lord? I'm not very good at What are you doing? Why you stop? What?
He's talking to me now, I guess. I don't know. Now you try to talk to me.
Hi there.
There we go. Okay, I got him.
That was so weird.
Certainly could use my help. Calm down. What's the problem? Pa and Geralt, he lives on a farm just north of town. Lots of monsters on the farm. But they're getting real bold. Kidnapped my mother. Pa sent me to town to get help. You want me to find your mother? We just needs your help. All I ask is that you go and talk to my Paul Geralt, nothing else. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. It's like,
He ran up.
We'll talk.
yeah.
He
we'll
was so
chat.
beside himself, he ran up, talked to you, then decided to talk to me, but like walk away the whole time he's talking to me.
I mean, literally, I think his
Fine.
goal here was to run around and talk to everyone in town and figure out anyone that would go and try to help his
Wait, we were
dad.
inside this tiny little. It must go downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny looking.
All right.
Dave, examine that sign.
You were instrumental in ridding Neverwinter.
Oh, Aaron Gent has a cool profile
Oh, my game just crashed.
thing.
Oh, yours says Alliance Arms in. Mine said this is nothing of
Oh,
significance.
if you, yeah, that's because I clicked on it. If you examine it, it's like, there's nothing here.
You said you
game
crashed, Ben?
Crash. Like,
Okay.
Just completely closed itself out.
You have
Oh,
not
man.
disconnected yet, but if
Oh,
you
I certainly will.
don't, then I can kick you so you can rejoin.
It was like someone just turned a switch off. Like it just was like gone. There was no stuttering. It just
Goodbye.
turned. It just
That
turned
is
off.
fortuitous. For both these qualities will be needed
the
if you are
tavern,
to
Dave?
complete your mission.
Yeah,
That is not how we should begin.
Game's being real.
there's
known
just
as
several
Aaron
named
Gent,
people Jeff's gonna want
and
to
I
come
have
talk
served
to
our
here.
Lord
Yeah.
Nasher for some time.
So I'm just gonna
Oh, my
180
place
for now.
lies in the if only I, instead of recriminating myself for my failure.
Okay, he was a spy and kind of a bad dude. Ended up deciding to help Nasher to be a better person.
Oh man, your CD key is already in use on that server.
It just bumped off.
We had to wait till you get kicked.
Yeah,
And that we are certain any leads we discover are not
you should be able to join
attempted
now because you've now
deception.
officially
Everyone
left the
will not
game.
be satisfied until we find at
Oh,
least
someone just
two
walked up and
separate
is trying to
leads
talk
that
to me.
point
I'm just
the same
standing outside
locale.
this inn.
That is, I do know of one possible lead for you.
Solomon.
There has been strange
Yeah.
news regarding a
All right,
secret-
series of caves to
There
the
are
north.
avenues for you to invest. I suggest, however, that looking into the caves are in the hills to
Where
the
the fuck
north
did
of
this
Port
farmer's
Last,
son go?
near the Green Griffin.
What's
in
everyone's
recent
XP
months,
at?
however, I have received word that
16,000
these
something.
various humanoid creatures have been raiding the road. This
Some
would
guy
not
just
be
gave me a
unusual.
ring
This leads
for
me
this
to
is
believe
suspicious
the
as
cult will
fuck.
be involved.
Some guy just showed
It
up
will
and was
be for
like,
you to determine.
"Oh, you're uglier than I remember than they
Keep
said
this
you
in
would."
mind.
And I was like,
No matter
"What?"
what you find there,
And he was like, "No, never mind." I was like, "Who's they?" And he stuttered and was like, "The people in the inn." And I was like,
we
"Is there a
cannot
point to
afford
all
one
this?"
mistake.
He's like, yeah, here, I wanted to give you a gift as the hero of Neverwinter because you saved my family's farm," and gave me a ring that's like, I was like, "Oh, okay, I don't need it." And he was like, "I insist you take it." I was like, "All right, so I'll catch a fine price." And he's like, "No, God, no, don't sell it." This is suspicious as fuck.
Dave, I think you just got married.
No, I think Dave did this to me in a D&D campaign.
Well, he did say that you were uglier than they expected, Dave. So maybe this is an arranged marriage, and
I
he's
think
feeling
you just
bad
got
about it.
married.
No, the journal just got updated. The search for the cult, Solomon.
Oh, is the guy's name Solomon?
Yeah, sure is.
Oh, yeah.
So he did what you did to me in a D&D campaign.
Maybe don't put that ring on, Dave.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna get equipped.
Have you a question for me,
Points
then,
from
my
Aaron
friend?
Gent. We need 2 leads pointing to the same location before Arabeth will, like, attack it and, you know, kind of, like, bust it up to search out the cult.
As you wish. I will certainly tell you
Luskin,
all I know
Neverwinter
about the
Wood,
other
South
places
Road,
you named.
Port
Have you a
Last.
question for me then, my friend?
What else you got?
What would you have of me? May the
Nope,
luck
that's
of-
everything interesting from Aaron Gent. I'm free.
Dave went back into the bar.
I did, yeah. That's where Solomon came from.
Yeah, it's true. But let's let Jeff get.
Solomon Grundy wants pants too.
No, Solomon Grundy wanted us to put on a ring so they could track us.
This is the...
and invade our dreams like Freddy Krueger.
You went into the inn? Is that where you guys are?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, cool.
Oh, holy fuck.
What's he got?
This dude's got Shadow Legion armor.
Which is
25,000 gold to start with.
Oof.
Dude, he's got the Heihachi hair. Like,
It's AC2 max
Oh, yeah,
dex
he
6,
does.
armor bonus plus 4, skill bonus hide plus 5. It's like half plate you could wear. It's light armor.
Wow.
He's got a greater, holy balls, a greater mask of persuasion, special properties, charisma plus 2, light 10 meters, concentration plus 1, persuade plus 5. A thieves hood, immunity knockdown, immunity poison, only usable by rogue, concentration plus 1, open lock plus 2, surge plus 2. The list goes on.
What kind of bills are we talking about for that mask?
Like our entire bankroll.
Oh, okay, eventually.
Tay, you should talk to this person. They were a rogue and said that they wouldn't they couldn't talk to me about everything.
They're talking to me about a scepter that they need constructed.
Huh?
Did you get a persuade check?
No, he just started telling me all this shit.
Okay, because for me, they gave me a persuade check, but I failed it, and he said I was not the right type of person.
Oh.
But I did have a lore one where I remembered their name, that they were a famous smuggler, so that sounds like Teddy's type of person.
He told me he's one of the elven folk and Evermeet is his ancestral home. He was born there but left long ago. He wants to go back. He wants to bring his daughter. He doesn't know if he can. He needs a ceremonial scepter constructed to return home as sort of a bribe.
I'm going to tell a different story to each one of us.
Yeah, sounds like it.
That's amazing.
The scepter must be adorned with 5 separate gems cut by an elven master craftsman, difficult to find. He has 2. The final 3 is tracked to this area, but he needs us to steal it, most likely.
That's pretty funny.
I intend to get those gems with or without the owner's permission. I will not give up on my give up on my quest now, not when I'm so close. I may just have to hire someone to get them for me.
Oh,
necessary.
Yeah,
underhanded, perhaps, but I have.
Okay, he comes around to the same story that he gave me, but he just told me I'm not the right type of person.
I might help.
I
for
see.
The right
Okay.
price.
What's the difference? Like, both of you are way too squeaky clean.
I ended up with a persuade check that I failed.
Oh.
Perhaps I could help. I might help for the right price, or I'll be going.
Just say I could help.
You don't want to right price it? Okay.
The right price is pretty much always.
Okay, here you go. Persuade.
Yeah.
I could get the job done. So, to get the task done.
I would just walk away.
yeah.
I'm so curious if Teddy talks to
Yeah.
Well, he says requires someone with skill and at stealth
it
and
says
guile.
Persuade, but it's all like red and like angry looking.
Yeah, I failed that one.
Alright, Teddy, you do it.
You look familiar somehow. So I have lore, I have some questions.
This is what he was talking to me about.
Yeah.
You can start with the lore.
Yes, a smuggler. A ruthless adventurer.
Have you talked to any of these other guys, Jeff?
Just the lycanthrope guy. I'm just watching Teddy's conversation at the moment.
What are you doing here then? This is Evermeet. Yeah, he's giving me the same story.
Don't worry, young Ander. This will work out yet.
Among the theory, I have my sins, I'll admit.
Thanks so much for helping me, Al.
I'm no longer the reckless youth I once was. We're tired from my illegal activities and now simply weary and seeking peace. My heart longs to return, show its beauty to my daughter. She's never seen it. Ceremonial scepter, yeah, so now we're getting onto the same story.
Okay.
But yes, so we intend to do get these gems. I expect some kind of payment for this up front if you want me to do some kind of payment up front. I'm not going to ask him for that.
No.
Yeah, we don't necessarily want
I just say
to.
very well. I shall help you recover your gems. Just like skip through all the persuading and trying to strong arm this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, if it ends up
Good.
being.
I was beginning to think I would encounter nobody willing and capable of doing this for me.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Finally, a proper fucking adventurer.
Hi. Let me tell you exactly what you must search for.
That's funny.
The gems are small, the size of a fingernail, but elegantly carved. With many delicate facets, they are light-hued, but has something vaguely dark in their center. One of the gems is in possession of Wanev, a local wizard.
Oh boy.
Tower is magically locked. Great. Here, I have acquired a key that I was told would open his cottage here in Port Last. It's near the eastern gate. and may have some information to help us. He has not been in the cottage for some time, but still I bid you caution. Great. A fierce warrior woman named Zamithra passed through a few days ago. She was bound for Luskin. We have to go there anyway.
Pay no attention to your combat log.
Yeah, it's not showing up for me, at least, because I don't think we're in the same area, Dave.
Oh, I just went upstairs in the inn, touched one of the chests, and it was an acid trap and a paralyzed trap. So I'm just
You good?
chilling.
Melt.
I'm fine. I'm just
All right.
paralyzed upstairs.
Frozen and
The
melting.
third of which is likely held by Sentra, a witch who dwells within Neverwinter Wood. To the east of here, contacting her has proven quite difficult.
Okay.
Wish I had more information to go on. Hopefully, this shall prove enough. I wish you the best of luck. The Serpent Gems. And I have a cottage key for some wizard's house here in the port that'll maybe help us get to his wizard's tower.
Okay. So in my opinion, this is a very interesting quest, and we should definitely, like, take it and do it. But it's one of those where, like, we could go get all 3 gems, or, like, go talk to these people individually and be like, hey, just a quick question. What does this gem do? Was this something that somebody could cast a spell that would murder 1,000 people with, or is this just a pretty stone? And then if we find out
So
it's...
you're doubting this guy's motives?
Oh, yeah, maybe a little?
There's no daughter. Come on. We know there's no daughter.
Hey, Dave, what happened to all your skin?
Oh, it's fine. Ben came and replaced it.
I
Oh,
touched it.
good. So Ander and Al-Hilor are mercenaries and will also sell anti-lycanthropic things. So maybe you want to talk to...
Yeah, I'll chat with Ender. There's also Dark Tongue Breakbone.
Yeah, he's my next target.
Oh, what about this interesting character called Customer?
There's one of those upstairs, too.
Oh, there's also Sailor.
Hey, Sailor.
Hello, Sailor.
Name's Dark Tongue.
Now
Dark
we
Tongue
need a
Breakbone.
nurse.
Oh, so Dark Tongue Breakbone is one of the spies. He's got an appropriately cool spy name.
Ah. Well, what's his real name?
I'll ask him if I get the opportunity. Oh, he actually can join us too, I guess, but...
1 gold and a chest in the back. There is no longer 1 gold and a chest in the back.
Correction.
Okay, so Dark Tongue likes the caves to the north, personally, as where he thinks the thing is. Oh, no. The reason he was sitting down is because they hurt his knee.
This guy says he sells anti-lycanthropic stuff. Just throwing it out there, what he actually sells is bracers of dexterity +3, or +2, an armor of the wolf.
Yeah, he was talking about
bonus versus shape changers.
Yes, that's the anti-lycanthropic thing.
Dexterity plus what?
2.
All right, that would get me from 23 to 24.
They are 10k. Unfortunately, everything is going to be gnarly expensive for a bit.
I think once we
Never
do
mind.
a couple of quests around here, we can come back and start buying some of the big guns. Because I want that fucking mask.
I'm waiting until...
Yeah, I know. I think that mask should probably be the first thing we purchase for the face of the party.
I'm waiting until I find a merchant with a favor border.
Oh, right. Yeah, because most everybody's been unfavorable, but we do a couple of nice things around town. People start to like us.
I would be,
Actually, strike that. Elaith is like a kid.
Oh, really? Maybe
I'm gonna
it's because
purchase
Teddy
this.
took the quest.
It's quite possible. I mean, I can get that mask for you.
I would be happy to have died to let Teddy get a mask that will.
It's not. It's
This
Jeff.
is the Jeff
It's
one.
me,
for the
yeah.
Persuade.
Oh.
If it doesn't...
So that hood is also nice.
If it doesn't explode our bank account, like, is it like a third of the money we have? I'll give
let
you...
you know once I finish selling.
Okay, I'll give you all the money. I got $700 and 3 gems I've been holding in my pocket just in case I needed to run somewhere and buy potions or something. So I'll throw that in.
Dave died.
So yeah, this guy, Dark Tongue Breakbone, is very much on the train of the northern caves are probably cultist activity, because there used to be some goblins there, and now there's hundreds and a man leading them, and he said men don't lead goblins.
That's
So
not wrong.
yeah, I'll be sure to check it out. Listen, if you find anything, you tell me. 2 heads are better than 1 and all that. We adventurers need to stick together and to find those bastards and punish them. Best of luck to you now.
Not getting a cut.
Yeah, hey, Dark Tongue. You better not go to Erebeth before we get back. Poor guy's knees all busted up.
We have 4 quests now.
I mean, I feel like that's literally... He literally just said, I used to be an adventurer until I take an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, that's what I was. The vibe I was getting. This game was made long before Skyrim, so maybe Skyrim hasn't seen it.
Right, was that did Skyrim rip this shit off?
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right, everybody else in here is unnamed, so I can probably skip chatting with them.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like, whenever an athlete, it's like, oh, I tore my knee up and I can't play anymore. And they're like, how would someone in this world hurt their knee? Oh, an arrow, yeah. I would say that's probably the easiest way to do that.
Was there anybody upstairs, Dave?
Customer.
Yeah, just an NPC.
Like,
Customer
a non-named
Like
NPC?
a non-named NPC.
Okay, well, I don't need to talk to customer.
And an acid trap. Don't forget about that.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, that's gone now.
This will work out yet.
Yeah, there's no acid trap.
Dave ate it all up.
So much for helping me out.
Where is the... Oh, the Crooked Anvil is right straight across the way, Dave. There's
Well,
a dog
that'd be
park.
fun, but we're broke.
Oh.
Hold on.
How much did the mask cost?
17,197 gold.
How much money do we have?
We have 5,300 left right now.
That's pretty good. That's not bad.
By the way, I just want to say the ambient sound of dogs barking happily is a great improvement over my baby
Yeah,
is
not
dead.
wrong.
Someone is killing my baby!
In front of me, actively.
This is so much nicer.
Yo, this mask is gonna be so good for your old friend Jeffrey.
How much persuade does it give you?
Looks
Plus
pretty cool.
5.
Oh man.
It's also charisma plus
And
2.
yeah, that's the other thing. Charisma plus
So that's a
2,
plus 6 to your
persuade
That would-
5,
that would
and
spell casting.
concentration plus 1, which is also good for me casting.
It looks hilarious.
It
on
does.
you.
Is charisma your spellcasting stat?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes.
This guy's name is Haljal Throndor in the Anvil.
My charisma is now 21. I can deal with that.
That's
Alright.
pretty dank.
Well, I think I appreciate the party throwing down that gold, but I also hope that that will be useful for if there's any really difficult persuasions to be done.
I have
This
faith
is
it'll
the
be
most
useful.
expensive thing I've seen so far.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a belt of agility plus 2. It is a dex plus 2 and a permanent freedom enchantment.
Oh.
You want to guess what that would cost?
Is that no
Is
attacks
that 6
opportunity?
digits?
It's not 6 digits.
Okay. 83,240.
64.3.
Oh, I was gonna say 28. Holy shit!
Yeah, but I went over, so you win.
Hooray! All right.
So the Crooked Anvil is just down the road.
Yeah,
I'm
things
making
here
my
are
way over there.
things here are more affordable. It seems for sure. A lot of it's just standard stuff that like.
But
I'm just
then
kinda
Neves
posting my
College is right around the
houses.
corner.
It's a lot of +2s instead of +1s.
Jeff,
Yes.
you get to use that new persuade check already.
Ooh, I'm coming.
Exunt and go to the northwest to the dock house.
Yep, I'm already
I can
outside.
hear there are 2 sailors arguing about. Also, this guy's name is Flarg, which is funny. He's just a dumb dock worker in this building. There are 2 guys arguing about taking. They want to take. They have a bunch of supplies that were collected to be brought to Neverwinter to help, but the captain can make more money if he takes them to Waterdeep, and the first mate's trying to convince him to go to Neverwinter still.
Oh yeah, I'm
So,
gonna.
like, quick save, and then.
I did outside. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew I couldn't trust you. Things get too risky, and suddenly agreed upon price isn't good enough.
I greet you.
Look. Oh wait, what? What?
I
Did...
greet you.
You have to talk to the captain. Probably.
Okay.
I'm assuming that you can try and convince them.
Have a nice chat with old Pritchev there. He'll fill your head with moralistic nonsense. I hope you're not a fool enough to believe it
Hey,
all.
Solomon. What?
Stop looking into this cult business.
So, what the fuck? Solomon is just shitting on you right now?
Yeah. Hey, Ugly, you better stop looking into this cult business.
Oh, Solomon.
And so I have the option like, are you part of this cult? What do you want? What do you know about them? Give me one good reason not to.
This little dick licker doing something with this ring.
Yeah. Or who says I'm looking into cult business anyway?
I mean, this one's
or
up to
thanks
you.
for advice. I'll keep that in mind.
This one's up to you. This is a roguish type to a roguish type conversation.
How would Ival Hippie approach someone appearing and telling him what to do?
What's your highest level Thieves tool? Plus what?
3.
They sell Thieves tool plus 6 for 876 gold pieces here.
That is worth.
That sounds
one.
worth. Yeah.
I mean, well, we gotta.
Thanks for the advice. I'll keep that in mind. You do that. Ignore my advice and suffer the consequences. Consider this a fair warning, hero.
Oh, he's gonna get so murdered.
Should I throw this ring in the trash? I guarantee it has something to do with that.
I hold on to it. If he pops up and he really tries to stop us,
Honestly,
let's murder him.
Yeah, at a certain point, he's just going to push it too far, and he's going to appear into a dagger.
Where did you guys go inside? What building?
Dock
The
house.
dock house.
So, Dave, just to be sure, the dock master said that he is changing he is taking it to Waterdeep, and I want Mung to change his mind.
So, Pritchev collected stuff to take it to Neverwinter.
Okay.
And now that like Neverwinter's a little rough, like basically like refugee supplies. Now that Neverwinter's rough, Mung is saying that he's not getting paid enough, so he's going to take those supplies that were gathered to Waterdeep instead, so he can make more money.
Okay, so then I'm definitely gonna make him change his mind.
Yeah, fuck this dude.
What? You're taking a side? I'm not risking my life or my men's life. Don't believe that plague is cured.
You.
Yeah. So I can insight to pay him, but no. Persuade, and when all of those Neverwintians starve, so you can get some extra gold. Success. You had to put it like that, didn't you? Fine, I'll take the shipment, but just leave me alone, okay? What? Whoa, he just disappeared.
I walked out.
What? Oh, he didn't even let me read the rest of his thing. Leave me alone, I got work to do. All right.
Dr. Pritchev.
Pritchev.
I greet you.
I did it, homie.
I love your face right now with that on in your chest.
Yeah, no, bare chest, covered face.
I mean, that looks like a melee helmet.
This is hilarious. Pritchev is like, I don't even know what just happened, but I got a bunch of goods that are making their way out to Neverwinter now. Let me thank you for it with this.
I mean, 200 gold and 100 experience.
Well,
that's probably an.
I got 200 gold also.
No, so that was automatic. I could persuade him for more money.
Do it.
Yeah, you got we bought you the persuade face.
I was about to say, like, it's not the nicest thing to do, but we did just spend a lot of money on this persuasion helmet.
We didn't buy that for you to be nice.
Ooh, everybody enjoy your additional 50 gold.
That's what it's gonna mean. We're just
Hey,
gonna
as a group, we just got 1,000. That's definitely enough to buy at minimum Teddy's Thieves tools.
And
I bought them already.
You already bought them.
Okay, right.
I had like
Does
800.
use a G.
Yeah.
As a benefit to this as well, Pritchev was not even mad that I haggled him up on the reward. He says, "This act of kindness, my faith in humanity is strong. Thank you, kind sir."
Sure, yeah.
So yeah,
You might be
good
able
stuff.
to change the color of that
Teddy's is
helmet,
locked.
Jeff. I think
Is
I
it?
changed the color of
That's
my
right.
gear.
Really?
And, yeah, I think because you can go like I think it was craft or.
I might.
I
I'll
think bright obnoxious pink kind of is Jeff's color.
Because my
Okay.
because tower shields I think are usually silver, but I made mine bronze, I believe.
I will check that out probably in between streams, because if
Yeah,
that's the
healers
case,
get
then
+1.
I am for sure going to make myself look a little goofier. Bright colors.
Okay, so yeah, if you go to special abilities and then crafting skills, you can change an armor's appearance or a weapon. It does cost some gold,
Oh, all right. I mean, that's not a big
but
deal.
you don't have. You can preview it without doing it.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I definitely will do that before next stream.
That's how I changed my sword shape to have a little bit of those thing in it.
Oh, it's daytime finally.
This is a fucking name. Chaldrissa doth wintle.
Oh, that's like Edwardian Holy Blade. Though.
I know. Ben, go introduce yourself.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, I can hit on her. Hang on.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna go watch this.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet a beautiful young woman such as yourself. My, a gentleman with manners. This is rare in a dump like this. I just think you bring out the best in me. Yeah, I guess I was hoping to bring out the worst in you. This town bores me with this niceness.
Damn.
Are you related to that woman who fucks wizards?
No, there was a mage in the tutorial, the mage lady, who was all about getting down.
Look at this dude walking. Dude, the old dude, just like...
Oh, she's the mayor's daughter.
Oh.
What a classic archetype.
Oh my
Skanky
God.
Mayor's daughter.
Like the principal.
Dave.
Someone's got to take this grenade for the team.
Oh, you know what my name is? They call me the Cougar
Second.
Hunter.
Yeah, well, good thing she's the mayor's daughter, so you go hit on his wife.
Oh. Well, if there's a persuade check, you let me know. But otherwise, you got there first, so you still got dibs.
I'm a monk. I get everywhere first.
Yeah. Funny thing is, in this game, I feel like halflings have like largely reduced speed, but aren't they faster in 5e? Or is it base speed and you get extra speed from like halfling-y abilities and spells?
They move at 30.
No hiring for the sex, Dave.
Or excuse me, no. Halflings move at 20 in 3.0. Same with dwarves and gnomes. Whisper Gnome was a race that was a small character that moved at 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
And my favorite small race to play.
It's pretty cool.
Is it letting you hire her, Dave? Because that's pretty messed up.
That's kind of what it seems.
Oh boy. The one where Dave hires a prostitute.
Either that or she's going to poison the shit out of you. But man, go get some.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Dave ended up...
lizard folk, so...
When we played Divinity, I ended up banging the majority of people, and Dave ended up banging the skeleton. So
I think I came out on top.
I mean, Fane was pretty fucking cool. I'll give you that. But no, this one's all you. Go get some. Oh, how did you end up the party leader, Teddy?
What?
I don't know why.
He sticky fingered it.
He took the crown out of my pocket.
Oh, she wants 1,000 gold. That's not gonna happen. I think $200 would be enough to get started. 200 gold? Are you kidding? You want me to dress like an urchin on the streets? Get started. I need 1,000 gold to make a good start as an adventure.
She wants that money, Daddy.
Are we sugar daddying 1,000 gold? I saw the quick save. Okay, 1,000 sounds reasonable. Oh no, fuck this. Actually, that probably won't cover all the stuff I'm gonna need. Better make that 2,000.
No.
What are you buying? A golden chariot? Forget this. No, you good for nothing jerk. Get away from me then. I don't want to see your face. Well.
Wow.
My luck continues.
Her challenge rating is overpowering. This beautiful young lass sneers as she looks at other townfolk and then smiles when she sees you.
You quick saved, right? And we're gonna load said quick save because of or are we just gonna take that 1,000 gold loss?
I don't.
Oh no, I didn't actually give her anything.
No,
okay.
she was still negotiating.
She was trying. Yeah.
All right, so I won't try to pickpocket her. Okay.
I don't. I mean.
I don't
This
feel
is
like
the
drawing the
cracked
ire of
anvil.
every guard in town.
So the coolest thing
Yeah.
this
I'm
guy
gonna pop
had
in the
did,
cracked anvil.
he had two nice looking cloaks and a number of nice looking amulets. And then the Thieves tools I bought for Teddy, but he has other ones, I think, +6 ones also.
This is Avalor's house.
Yeah, I think this is the anti.
Beans, did you talk to the blacksmith? Or did you...
What's up, Jeff?
I was 1 inch away from stepping on a trap.
Haljal Thodor.
Coming in to take a look.
There's a musky, gross odor in here. It's not apparent.
Oh, this is the dude. Oh my god. How's about...
You see it?
Fucking dicks.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
When we next have like $23,000, we're gonna have to buy you the shield. It's a dark steel tower shield.
Oh my god.
It
is it lighter?
It's a +5 AC, and then if you're fighting something good, it's an additional +4.
So I'm fighting something good.
So it's an evil tower shield.
It's a dark steel one.
It's kind of cool.
So I'm not gonna touch this trap, Jeff, until the other guys show up in this house, just in case.
Okay.
'Cause I have a feeling this house is a saw house of undead horrors.
So this.
Damn. They
Excuse
have
me.
specialist belts, the brawler's belt, swordsman's belt, that kind of thing, which is the slashing, piercing, bludgeoning resist. It's a 20 DR. They're 27 grand.
Wow.
Did you look what this guy had over here, Dave?
Yeah, it's not as good as this guy.
There's usually a mundane merchant and a magical
Yeah, this
merchant.
guy has like ring of protection +2, some necklaces of protection +2, natural armor.
Fucking Christ, mithril
Oh.
splint mail.
Teddy, let's go back to the inn real fast. I think we started this werewolf quest, but I didn't talk to the kid enough to get the rest of the info, because I think this is his or the werewolf hunter's house. I can't tell.
Okay, because Waneem's
Armor
cottage is the next one
start.
over,
Okay.
which is the one I have the key to.
Oh, the one to break into. Gotcha.
Yeah.
This guy's got some gnarly light armor.
Ooh, like what?
Armor. Well, by light armor, I mean this one would be like a Jeff thing. It's armor of the stars. It's like a 4 armor class, an electric DR20. He's got like different versions
I was
of them.
gonna say that's better than my armor class of
Zero.
12 currently.
Holy crap!
Well,
Really?
It's
Yeah.
a +3 to your AC, not a
I know.
+0.
All that's ogre power.
I'm really not wearing anything that gives me additional AC because I pretty much can. All right, here's Alhilor.
Portlast's only anti-lycanthropic merchant.
How do you know this black wolf?
No weapon's better than a +1.
Alhilor. He is legend and he is legend no longer. Ander here, referring to the black wolf, is a sole survival of a band of hunters who encountered the black wolf in the flesh and lost. He was kind of bragging about getting his. Everyone I knew died.
It's a little bit like.
Wait a minute. I have a. So what if Ahalor is the lycanthrope?
Ooh.
And he drums up the panic, then sells the anti-lycanthrope stuff, but it's actually bullshit, and just kills whoever comes after him.
I
That'd be
think
crafty.
you might have an interesting theory there.
I don't think there's anything we're going to
Based
want.
on what we just saw in his house.
Yes.
The mithril
Yeah.
split nail is nice.
It's not anything we want to buy from this place yet.
I asked him why he was so into destroying werewolves, and he's like, why shouldn't I be? They fucking suck.
He's got a
Insight?
point.
Need I explain every action to you?
Yeah, that tower shield and the split nail is nice.
What's your
too. We get
insight?
stuff.
I don't know. It seemed to succeed. I don't know. I think Insight just gives you additional dialogue option. It's not a check.
Dave,
Yeah, it's not a skill that I have.
they did. I don't know if you wanted to pick up a Thieves Tool +6 for Pete when he's back next session, just because that was only like 800.
They're one-time use.
Oh,
For Pete, they're one time.
That's the
he's not a
problem.
rogue.
So we throw him the 1s and 2s from now on.
Ugh, he could have my old 3.
True.
I can give him I have a 3.
I found another quest.
Oh boy.
5 tomes of Imaskar.
I feel like we should try to pick up all the quests, and that should wrap up this session tonight, maybe.
Yeah, I've all of a sudden gotten very yawny.
Yeah, once we...
Also, it's good to get it set so we can get at it next time with Jeff.
I mean, this will be perfect place to start because we've now got a bunch of new quests, so we can just run around doing stuff
Yeah.
next time.
Yep.
But I do want to investigate Alhalor's house first.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't really have anything interesting to say to me except for watch out for werewolves and do you want to buy an anti-werewolf charm?
I swear it's bunk. It's nothing but
Don't touch
snake
my
oil.
Percocet, and do you have any Percocet?
It's a bag of rocks.
It's buoy.
Oh, Jeff, I just found your merchant.
Oh, jeez.
The magical El Torres
Yeah,
magical
I had
sundries.
to prove that I was like worthy to shop here
Oh boy.
by
Okay.
having different magical reagents. So we got mages battle robes, greater mages battle robes,
Yeah, that's my
Extremely
style right
greater.
there.
battle robes of fire resist, cold resist, acid, illusionist robes, a golden circlet for 29,000, immunity to all mind affecting spells,
That's cool.
a belt of guiding light, immunity to death magic,
I mean, seems worthwhile. Once you have
Fortification
finished
+2.
perusing, come to Alhalor's house, just because we're not sure what's going to happen once we disarm this trap and poke around. Did I see you behind the house, Ben? Oh, yeah, okay, Ben.
Yes, I'm coming.
Yeah, you're right nearby.
She's got some decent spell scrolls. Or she's got a shit ton of wands.
I still haven't really used any wands.
She also gave us a job.
Oh, cool.
To recover. I'm coming to you guys. She gives a job to recover 5 tomes.
Do you see that? Did you just see that peasant bump into me?
Yes.
I'm here.
All right. All right, we can go inside, but don't move very far. There's a trap.
That robe looks
Like,
so funny on you.
Also save.
I will throw another quick save.
A pile of skulls.
But yeah, when you go in, don't run forward much, Ben. There's a trap. I mean, you can move like 2 feet, but don't go much further.
A musky, unpleasant odor. Great.
And there's a couple of pile of skulls, so...
Why are we in Korn's house?
In what?
Orn's house.
Oh.
I mean, there's blood and piles of skulls. Like, what? You said this was Werewolf Guy's house?
Yes, this is Werewolf Guy's house.
Ahalor, yeah.
Anti-Werewolf Guy's house. The fuck is this altar?
A likely story.
A small altar
All right,
rests
I don't see any
before you.
traps.
Age-old bloodstains have seeped into the stone, mingling with scorch marks left from a long-extinguished fire. The only interactables I see are the altar and that pile of skulls.
And there was nothing in the pile of skulls.
There's a sword in the altar, a long sword.
Oh, on the altar?
I just took it. Nothing happened.
What is the longsword?
It just says long sword. I'll put it back. Take a look.
Just looks to be a basic-ass longsword.
Yeah.
Pile of skulls has nothing in it.
That seems real significant, though. A
Yeah,
basic-ass longsword sitting on an
I
altar?
feel like we're going to have to do something to a weapon later, maybe.
A ritual, maybe? Alright, okay, so I just want to make sure we're all here in case, like, shit went down. But this is probably a perfect time to stop.
Yeah, we can go into Whitney's cottage next time.
Yeah.
I
Because
was
that...
just kind of running around looking for quests.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna leave the game open for a little bit so we can continue. You can continue shopping and checking stuff out because that's not that important.
Shopping for the day.
I put that longsword in my bag of holding, so in case at some point it's like, I don't know. If they mention it, I have it.
Okay, word. But yeah, yeah, you guys can continue running around the village. You know, gather a couple quests here or there. You know, I usually
farm. I don't think. I mean, I think we should probably just. We've gotten everything in town, I think.
call it here. Well, yeah, no, I was gonna say we're calling it here, but I'm not gonna close the server immediately. So.
Gotcha.
I saved my character and will exit the server.
Word. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming and watching this Easter edition of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. It was pretty chill. I kind of thought we are going to be going into the second chapter right away, but I guess there was a chapter 1 prologue, which was the thing we did.
Chapter 1 post game.
Oh, so fun. I love a post game. Everybody knows that about me. Yeah, so we will likely be back with some Neverwinter Nights, not this coming weekend, but perhaps the weekend after, which would be May 1st. But we'll update you guys in the Discord, keep people updated, you know, just to let you know if it's going on. Dave, you running stream tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
What you do?
Ring tomorrow.
Olden Loop.
Elder Loops.
I think it is just us guys, by the way, in the Twitch chat.
Oh, no, there's a number of people who have been watching but not saying things.
Oh, it just says 3. So.
Oh, no, I see a bigger list.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, don't trust that
I went
number.
to 4. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Twitch lies about that stuff. I don't know why.
It's like a going out of business sale to get more people to come in.
I guess. Yep, and this Wednesday we'll be back with the actual final, real promise this time, a.k.a. I'm not going to play another night of Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. We'll be doing the Battle Frontier and finishing off the post-game so far as I see fit, which means we're just doing the Battle Frontier. Yep, and then Rick should be running Tuesday stream, and I'm not sure about Thursday. That's about everything I had to mention. Anything else before we part ways, friendos?
Looking forward to seeing you do this week.
Yeah, I get to actually hang out with Beans in person.
Maximus Max.
Hell yeah. All right, that'll do. Thank you all for being here. Thanks again, crew. Everybody be kind, be safe, be well, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace out, everybody.
What he said.